They hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out, yeah, I had to go delegate. It feel like I'm floating, I'm lost in the moment, I swear I could levitate. They never believed that I would really fly, I had to go demonstrate. I had to set them straight. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Elevate, elevate. They hate when you elevate. Yeah. I had to elevate. I'm way too fly. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. Ain't no chance I'm coming down, no. Got a soul view to myself, yeah. Why would I give it up? Why do they wanna come take my place? I work too hard for it, don't need a replacement. This my vocation. Now I got rollies all in rotation. Hop on a jet just to take a vacation. Remember the moments was trapped in the basement. Now the hard work is all taking me places. Water no blood like we trapped in the matrix. Bet on myself and go ball out in Vegas. Living a life like I'm rich and I'm famous. Don't see the I ain't make it this far for myself, yeah. I had to prove to everybody else, I had to set them straight, yeah. I had to ball, so I had to renovate. I know.
Salute. I hope I am coming in clear. Oh, good morning. Good Saturday morning. Salute to you guys, man. Salute to boxing. This one's for boxing, right? If you really love boxing, you're probably in the building. You probably woke up this morning thinking about this event. Salute to all you guys, man. Salute to all you guys in the building. Fighting Word with Bang, my God. Good morning, Queen Kalia. How you doing, Queen? Good morning. It is a great day for boxing and boxing fans. Big words right there. It's a big day for boxing and boxing fans. This one for the ages, man. It looks like they're already about to introduce the first fight into the card. I probably should have came in maybe like 15 minutes earlier. Right? Kind of broke bread a little bit with everybody in the building, but yeah, it's the prelims. We got in the ring right now. Yeah, while they getting introduced in here. Yeah, I woke up, last night, man, before I went to bed, right? I was thinking about this event, man, and I was thinking about the boxing this year and the time that this event was coming on. I was like, man, you got to really love boxing to get up and get ready to watch boxing at 10 o'clock in the morning, right? Like, this is definitely somewhere else. It's not in America. It's not Saturday night. You know what I mean? Everybody's, this is literally legitimately for the enthusiast, right? Who's really into the art of the sport, into the sweet science, to catch these fights and speak on this. Hold on a second here. Gmail. Early in the morning. Text messaging and all that stuff, man. Salute to Rich Parker in the building. Rich Parker, salute, King. Ziad Abayuv. This is Saudi Arabian. What weight class is this fight happening? It don't matter. I'm calling it. I'm calling the fight. It is what it is. You get the names of this dude, man. Of course, nobody's in the building. It's just us. Zizou versus Oliveira. Yep. Zizou comes out, grabs the real estate middle ring, immediately starts letting off that jab. Immediately letting off that jab, keeping him on the end of the jab. Moving, holding him against ropes. Up, Zizou with a nice left hook to the body. A nice little check left hook to the body, keeping him at a distance, really just taking that ring general sit position, keeping him at bay with that jab, doubling up on that jab, following up with a straight right hand down the middle, doubling up on that jab again, staying on that jab, keeping that distance, keeping Zizou on at bay. Really, boom, nice. Double jab and then a little left check hook to the body, back on the jab, backing him up, taking that real estate, backing him up. Okay, Oliveira responds with a left hand of his own, but pretty much stuck in the high guard. He's stuck in the high guard trying to figure out what Zizou was keeping him busy with that left jab, keeping him on the end of that jab as Oliveira's looking for an opportunity. Zizou with a jab and with a check left hook right there, keeping him at bay, doing a great job. He's doing a great job of keeping that distance on him. He just doubling, tripling up on that jab, back to a check left hook to the body right there, back on that jab, staying on that jab, taking this. Olivier is really having a hard time figuring out how to get through. Now he's trying to feint. Olivier trying to feint, trying to get his own jab going right now. There he goes. He throws a straight left hand to the body. Ooh, Zizou close the distance. Olivier catches him almost mid-range with the straight right hand, but ref separates him. Zizou back on the left jab, and actually, there we go. Olivier catches him with a right hook. Zizou back on it with a straight, back on that jab. Olivier is going to have to figure a way to slip these jabs and start counterpunching at some point. I don't know what he's waiting on, but Alamov will just say Zizou it seems like he's kind of just going to hit him with that jab and wait for him to get a little offensive so he can let off some shots. But just winning this round, 1-2, 1 back on the left, back on that jab, back on that jab. There we go. Back on that jab. Zizou feints, back on the jab again. Listen, man, he's really just taking what Olivier is giving. Olivier is getting a little more active, trying to jump in and trying to back Zizou up at this point. I think he's noticing he's on his back foot and he's not really doing a good job off his back foot. Boom, Zizou tried to count. Olivier tried to counter with overhand right, but misses. Nice, there you go. Olivier with a straight right hand to the body, tries to come up top. Zizou back on it with a left, right, left check hook to the body. 1-2, well, 2-1. Back on the 1, left. There we go. Keeping him at bay. Oh, ooh, nice. Zizou with an overhand right that catches him right over the top of that jab that Olivier let go of. I think that's what he's waiting on, man. He's really wanting him to let that left hand go a little bit more so he can come over with that right. But yeah, that first round definitely goes to Zizou. 100%. 100% goes to Zizou. Really just setting his own pace at this point. I don't know what Olivier is going to do, what kind of instructions they're going to give him in the corner to get inside of that jab. He has to find a way to get through that, to get his own offense going. Buddy McGurk with the instructions in the corner. Basically letting, he's basically telling him to stay on that jab, stay consistent. You stick to that game plan. He's right. That jab has been official, really holding him. Yeah. Oliveira, Buddy McGurk giving him great instructions, basically letting him know to stay on that jab. That's what you got to do. You got to be patient. Olivier has to. This is kind of like court, right? How do they say it again? The argument has to be made by the plaintiff. You know what I mean? The defense just has to defend its position, and that's what Zizou is doing. Basically, is staying on the defense. This is a 6-round fight. Round 2, at the top of round 2, Zizou back on the jab, trying to let his hands go a little bit more. But like Buddy McGurk said, stay committed to that jab. Keep him at the end of that jab. Force Olivier to make some sacrifices to clear that void. Olivier looking to slip, feint, trying to catch something. But Zizou stays disciplined, keeping his hands where they're supposed to be. Great clinch initiated by Olivier, but Zizou keeping that right hand up. And once again, once the ref separates him, doubling up on that jab again, staying on that jab. A little bit of a little right hook to the body by Zizou, but for the most part, back on that jab. Nice jab by Zizou tonight. Whoa, man, doubled up on that jab. Boom, there we go. Level change a little bit from Zizou, but staying on that jab, staying in front of him, keeping him going backwards. Nice. The jabs are starting to get a little stiffer. Nice straight right hand. Oh, man, Olivier tries to come over the top with a heavy right hand, but Zizou just defensively responsible and staying on that jab. Really just outclassing Olivier at this point. Outclassing him. Back on the jab. Double jab again. Salute. Good morning. I want Vision back. Blade Brown, salute to you, King. Olivier having a hard time, really just letting his hands go, wide punching, and the straight punching of Alamuyev or Zizou is really just taking him, just hitting him first. Nice. Ooh, Zizou with a nice left, straight right hand to the body, comes right over the top with a straight, with a check left hook, catches him clean. The hands are he's starting to let the hands go a little bit. Good defense, back on top, straight right hand, check left hook to the body, back on that jab again, backing up Olivier, taking this real estate, taking this round, a real massacre. Catch him with a nice check left hook by Zizou. There we go again. Zizou with a straight right hand to the body, catches him with a check left hook twice. Olivier answers on, says, come on, that's what I want. I need you to get active. I need you to get active. Let your hands go so I can get an opportunity to hit you too, right? Zizou said, I don't think so, brother. Calm down, relax, bro. We back on that jab, man. Nice, straight, double jab. Left jab by Zizou, overhand right by Zizou. Olivier responds with his own 1-2, but Zizou saying very disciplined in his defense. Feinting level changes there. Doubles up on that jab again. Olivier uses that lateral movement to go off to his right. He's trying to find an opportunity. Olivier tries to catch him with a check left hook. You can kind of see the frustration on Olivier at this point, realizing that this is not working. Zizou keeping him at the end of those jabs. Olivier on the ropes, throwing these jabs now, just catching air. I wonder what he's thinking about right now. Olivier just trying to level change right now, making opportunity. But Zizou is definitely taking that round. It's 2-0 Zizou over Olivier for sure at this point. Masterclass. Let's see what the instructions from the corner got to tell him. Buddy McGurk on the mic. Look at this beautiful replay. Right hook to the body, comes up top with a check left hook, catches him clean. Beautiful. Right around that guard. Beautiful, beautiful shot. And those are the type of shots that open up once you get these fighters to commit. Zizou doing a great job of keeping Olivier's hands high in that high guard because he's just expecting these jabs to come in. And before you know, he levels change, comes down to the bottom. Zizou hand drops. He comes right over the top with a left hand, with a left hook. Beautiful, beautiful. Salute Oscar Perez in the building. Salute. Co-workers didn't want to cover, man. I feel your pain. Stay tapped in, man. Keep me on. I'm going to try to keep you on. Top of the third round, Zizou back on that, taking the middle of that ring, back on that jab, doubling up on that jab. Olivier initiates a clinch. Olivier has to find a way to change the pace of this, or it's going to be a one-sided blowout at this point. Olivier is not, Zizou just doubling up on that jab, and Olivier just trying to find an opportunity. But as soon as he gets inside of the range, Zizou is peppering him with those jabs, keeping him in that high guard, and just you can see the setup coming. Boom, there he goes. Zizou got him in the corner, doubles up on the jab, throws that straight right hand, tries to come over with a hook, catches air back to the middle of the ring. Olivier with a right hook to the body. Zizou responds with his own right hook right to the body, back on the jab, and a straight right hand down the middle catches Olivier. Back on the jab, peppering him with that jab, hitting gloves, but keeping Olivier busy. He's frozen, can't do anything until he finds a way to get around this jab, slip it, do something, get an offense going. Right now, he's kind of looking like he's doing mitt work with Zizou. Oh, there we go. Olivier lets off a little flurry right there, a little three-punch combination. It catches Zizou a little bit, but right back on that jab, back in Olivier up, taking the middle of the ring general. Beautiful. Zizou with the combination, ends with a right hook over the top of Olivier's guard. Olivier doubles up on the jab, tries to come over with the right hand. Zizou gets right under there. Olivier hits nothing but air. Let's see here. There we go. Doubling up on that jab. Yeah, man. Zizou is just, there he goes. 1-2, comes over with a right, ends it with a right hook. Now he's starting to let his hands go a little bit. Another right hook. Got Olivier pinned up to the ropes. Olivier looks like he's trying to bait him into a melee, but Zizou taking his time, but still taking his opportunity to let his hands go and score. Olivier zips off to the right, lateral, gets back into the center of the ring. They back in the center of the ring. Zizou back on that jab. That jab will be the star of tonight's show. Of the fight between these guys. Beautiful. Zizou lets off a 2-3 punch combination. Olivier agging him on, tell him, come on, keeping his back on the ropes. Olivier at this point willing to take some shots, to give some shots right now, trying to get Zizou just to let his hands go. But Zizou is staying way too committed to that jab. It's really not helping Olivier at all. Back at the center ring as Olivier is trying to feint. his way into getting this fight into a mid-range fight. He clearly wants this to be a mid-range fight, but Zizou is not on board, man. Just keeping him at the end of these jabs, taking this real estate. There he goes. Zizou with a 1-2, ends with a right over the hand right. It's hitting the gloves, but it's still, he's just, ring generalship wise, he's pushing the pace of this fight. Beautiful. Zizou with 2 jabs and a straight right hand right up the middle. Takes that round again. Olivier got to answer the questions, got some boxes to check. We're more than halfway through this fight right now. Be top of round 4. It is 3-0. It is 3-0. Well, excuse me, 4-0. I apologize. 4-0. Does anyone know what time the main card starts? Money motivated. I think the main card's probably going to start about 2 o'clock. That's what I would think. And when we're doing the main card, you guys can catch me over there on Blue Blood. We'll actually be covering the whole main card on his show, doing the prelim here. Really good masterclass by Zizou, this Saudi Arabian fighter right here, opening the prelim cards up. But he's doing a good job keeping him on the end of those jabs. And when he has the opportunities, those hooks are finding Olivier coming right over his guard, guys. Like, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Olivier, I don't know what instructions they're giving him in that corner, but we at the top of round 4, sorry, so it's 3 down, 3-0. He has to get some sort of offense going. Zizou has no problem keeping him on the end of his jabs. There he is. Zizou in the middle of the ring, grabbing that real estate. Olivier trying to be a little bit more. There goes Olivier, try to get underneath that jab, but moving out of range when he does that. There we go. Zizou walks up with a quick little 3-4 punch combination, doubles up on the jab, ends it with a over the hand right hook. Keeping him busy, man. Back on that jab, double, triple on that jab, backing Olivier up, keeping Olivier off balance, to be honest with you at this point, really just keeping him off balance. There we go. Fainting level changes here by Zizou, doubling up on that jab again. Olivier just backing up, using some lateral movement, trying to reset, but ultimately taking himself out of range, guys. I'm being honest with you. He has to find a way to make this fight a mid-range fight. I don't see what he plans on doing to get an offense going right here. Whenever he backs up, it's way out of range, and he's just having to reset again. There he goes again. Zizou just taking that real estate, catches him with a straight right hand off the ropes there, doubles up the jab. Olivier looks like he loses balance a little bit, doesn't go down. But, I mean, honestly, he's just off balance. He's just off balance here. And when he is in range, he's staying in that high guard, being kept busy. There goes another 2-3 punch combination by Zizou. Olivier getting a little offense going there, little 1-2 to the body, try to come over the top, but Zizou just catches it off his gloves and gets right back on 1-2 right down the middle. Olivier tagging on Zizou, saying, bring it, as he's on the ropes. Zizou said, this time I think I'll be a Huckleberry, man. Let's off a 2 to 3 punch combination, 2 punches down to the body, comes over the top, backs out, and then they're back in the center of the ring. I don't know what that is that Olivier was doing with these little weak check left hooks. It's not going to work for him. Does anyone know what time the main card starts? 2 o'clock, I believe. 2 o'clock, I believe. Oh, hold on. Okay. It's the same message here. Sharper than ever, back against the rope. Yeah, man. Yeah, visionary. Back again. Doubles up on the jab and comes right over the top of the right hand. Olivier backs out of range when he does this. He's coming out. He's getting out of range when he's doing this. It's not working for him. Olivier letting his hands go a little bit there. Little left hook off catch, caught him on the body, but nothing significant. Yeah, he looks like, yeah, we're at 24, going on 20 seconds in the fourth round. Zizou this is just a masterclass. Just really taking his kid to school. About to be 4-0 at this point. Olivier is going to need either at least a knockdown, and very soon will be a knockout he needs. There we go. Zizou with a 1-2 to the body, comes right over the top with a left hook. And Olivier is starting to get a little lazy with his punches at that point. I don't know if that's conditioning, if that's just him being discouraged at this point. Maybe a little bit of both. But yeah, man, he is not finding an offense. He's not finding any type of offense right now. Smiling in the corner. I don't know what his trainer's letting him know, giving him water. They seem pretty calm in the corner. I don't really see any instruction happening in that corner. There should be a lot of instruction happening in that corner because he's not doing well in this fight. Right there. Caught him with that right hand. They're showing the replay right there. Looks like there's an argument as to whether or not it was a knockdown now, but I think he just pawing at his foot, just basically letting it be known his foot had slipped, that he got caught off balance, but it did look like the glove touched the ground for all argumentative purposes, right? It could have been registered as a knockdown, but it is what it is. We're at the top of round 5, guys. Fighters take a look. Zizou runs right to the center of the ring, ready to meet him there. Take that real estate, right back on that jab, backing Oliveira up. Oliveira trying to use that lateral movement, but not capitalizing. There he goes, doubling up on that jab. Oliveira is doing a decent job with the lateral movement, except the fact that he's moving out of range. So as Zizou is getting his jabs going, he's not leaving himself in position to counterpunch Zizou. And it's just, he's having to reset, and Zizou, of course, back on that jab off the reset and just keeping him busy with that offense. And Zizou is not doing anything but doing mitt work. Oliveira's not doing anything but doing mitt work. He's just catching punches on his gloves, and every now and then Zizou will level change, you know what I mean, go down to the bottom and come over the top, catch him with an overhand right or a check left hook, or he'll end it with a left hook to the body. Really just doing whatever he wants, to be honest with you. Doing whatever he wants, doubling up on that jab. Zizou tried to counter and catch him with an overhand right. Oliveira tried to counter and catch him with an overhand right. Nice. There goes Zizou working that body on the ropes. A little bit of pity pat kind of hook work going on by Oliveira. Oliveira did a good job. Caught him with a nice left hook to the body. Nice left hook attempt by Oliveira. Zizou did catch it on his gloves, though, but at least he seems like he's getting a little bit of. That's good that he's pressing it a little bit. He's understanding, I think, the position he's in. 1-2 by Zizou pushes Oliveira right out of position again. Reset, back on the jab, doubling up. There we go. Zizou letting off with like a 2-3. 3-4 punch combination. Let's see here. Oliveira is just really this sitting in the high guard, waiting for an opportunity to catch him is not working. Zizou was just letting off too many. He's doubling and tripling up on the jab, so it's difficult to catch him up on a counter punch. You don't know when he's going to stop punching, and by the time you do, he's either moving, level change. There we go. Zizou with a 1-2 catches him with a straight right hand off the ropes. Oliveira tries to shake it off and say it's not doing anything to him, but usually when fighters do that, it's a complete opposite, right? There we go. We got Beterbiev versus Bivol 2 in the building. Get it. Yeah, man. Zizou just doing a great job. Two times up top and comes back down with a left hook to the body and an overhand right. Oliveira trying to antagonize him. Oliveira wants this to turn into a war, and he has to force the war at this point. He's not going to trick Zizou into a war with his mouth, right? Pause. He has to let his hands go. He has to get aggressive. He has to start pressing and taking some chances. But honestly, Zizou's jab, straight right hand, dangerous enough to Oliveira is keeping that high guard up, keeping him busy. There he goes with there you go, 1-1-2, catches him right down the middle. That's 5 rounds of 0 at this point. It's about to be we in a championship round. It's Miller time. This is a one-sided affair for sure. One-sided affair. This is the final round between Zizou and Oliveira. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. There he is right there. One, boom, nice. Right up under the armpit. Back to a straight right hand right down the middle. Beautiful work. Yeah. Oliveira he's just getting shut out. He's just getting shut out. Good morning. Keep talking. Good morning. Good morning. Let's go. Oliveira needs he needs a knockout, period. We don't need to sugarcoat it. He needs a knockout or this fight is over with. Zizou still holding that real estate down. He could probably take this round off and just take this win, but he's like, I'm going to close this out. Nice. That jab is just those straight punches are destroying Oliveira, who's trying to respond and counterpunch with these looping shots. They're just not going to work. Zizou is just straight, man, straight down the middle, man. And he's just getting there first. And Oliveira just doesn't know when to let his hands go. At some point, just gonna have to take some risk and get aggressive. Zizou got a nice little check, nice little hard right hook right there, real close, short shot. Looks like it caught Zizou, but once again, didn't hurt nothing. At this point, he needs to be trying to hurt this man. He is not doing anything worth talking about. Zizou just back on that jab, shells up a little bit, catches all the punches Oliveira got, and then lets his hand go down, straight down the middle. 1-2 right down the middle. There we go. 1-2 down the middle. Try to catch him with a little left uppercut, but came right back to a 1-2 down the middle. Jab, jab. It's just easy work. Easy work for Zizou. Nice, straight 1-2 down the middle. Oliveira tries to respond with a check left hook, but nothing to do. Zizou just catching all these shots off his gloves, just doing what he wants to do. 100% masterclass. This is a boxing lesson for Oliveira. The one thing about feinting, guys, there got to be some threat there for that feint to work, right? If you haven't had any offense going the whole fight, your feints mean absolutely nothing. And I think Oliveira is needing to go back, study this film, and just see, like, the only way those feints work is if you got something that could potentially come and hurt this dude. At this point in the final round, you haven't won a round. You're not letting your hands go. These feints are not worth anything, right? Zizou is just taking his time, and just Buddy McGurk doing a great job with Zizou, letting him know, man, don't get overconfident. Stay on that jab until Oliveira does something. We're not changing anything up. If we got to take this victory this way, this is the way we're going to grab it, man. It is what it is. Yeah, Keith Tucker, fight day, man. All day long, man. All day long. If this is your first time on the channel, take a moment to go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well. Let me know if you guys are watching the fight. You can let me know what you think. I'm thinking most people who are on this live right now are probably moving around, catching this commentary so they can know what's going on in the fight. Zizou, look at that, man. Straight right hand, check left hook. Oliveira tries to respond. Those shots are just wide. He sees him coming from a mile away. There he is on the ropes. Zizou trying to end the round like a champion, letting his hands go. Hooks to the body. It's the end of round 6. This is a blowout. This has got to be a 60-50 score. It's got to be a 6-round sweep at this point. Oliveira just outclassed, out of his league. Just, I mean, just out of his league, man. Salute to Blade Brown in the building. Blade Brown, I think I see you, right? Here for boxing. Salute. Thought I saw Blade Brown in here. Yeah. Salute, Blade. What's good? Salute, I want my vision back. Salute, salute, salute. Bakash, Chapa Desire. Good morning. Good morning, my friend. Good morning for this fight talk. What time the main card come on, Tommy Jr.? I think the main card should be kicking off about 2 o'clock. That's what I would think. I would have to go with 2 o'clock. I think the main fight should be kicking off about 5:36, so we can do the math from there. Yeah, man, this is one side of the fair. Really just a boxing class. I enjoyed it, though. I enjoyed what Zizou brought to the table, but Oliveira just wasn't the right dance partner as far as making this a competitive fight. Really was a good dance partner to just highlight Zizou's skills, you know what I mean? I could see him in there, though. Time to step it up. Time to step up the competition, though, right? This guy just wasn't in the same league as him. Yeah, easy work. Easy work. What you trying to take a picture for? He whooped your behind, bro. Put belt the ass on you. Belt the ass. It is what it is, man. Yeah, guys. Any thoughts on do you guys got your picks for the main card tonight? I'm up and down. I'm legitimately up and down, man. I was real excited about the weigh-ins yesterday. I was excited to see Shakur Stevenson. Shakur was excited. Eddie was excited. I know that feeling's got to be a good feeling. With all the adversity and all the nonsense that Shakur Stevenson's been in ever since he's left Top Rank, hurting his hand, just trying to get a performance on, just trying to get a first fight with Matchroom. It almost slipped through his hands this time around, right? It almost slipped through his hands, and they found a replacement fighter in Josh Padley. I know a lot of people aren't excited about the opponent they found, but as a last-minute replacement, you can only be so upset about it, man. You can only be so upset about it. I think more importantly for Shakur is get active again, let his hands go. Let's see him test his hands today in those 8-ounce gloves, see if those hands are going to withstand the wear and tear of letting his hands go. I'm expecting him to let some heavy shots go today, especially against a Josh Padley. This kid is a contender, I guess, at this point. He is challenging for a title, but 15 wins, only 4 knockouts, can't pose that much of a punching threat. I hope Shakur is a lot more relaxed and a lot more confident on letting his hands go. I'm interested in seeing what those hands are going to look like today. Not really caring so much about the fight as much as just seeing how Shakur performance is and seeing if he's physically back where he needs to be to compete on the biggest shows, right? The Tank Davises and the Vasily Lomachenkos or whatever have you, whatever fights that they're going to try to line him up with. In a way, it's it might be a blessing a little bit, guys, right? Might be a blessing that this fight with Floyd kind of didn't work out. Maybe he did need this tune-up fight. Maybe he needed a fight like this to test his hands and, maybe not be too paranoid about what's coming back. I don't know. We can make some lemonade out here with these lemons we're getting, right? Either way, I'm real interested in seeing what he looks like when he gets back. Yeah, salute. Good morning. I think a stoppage would be nice by Shakur today, one way or the other. By round 5 sounds realistic to me, right? That sounds practical to me. That sounds like something that can happen. Josh Padley's got to be super motivated, though. This is a big opportunity for him, man. Working blue collar kind of guy. Never sleep on those dudes, man. You saw what he did with Mark Chamberlain. Mark Chamberlain was one of the top prospects, really, was a WBA, a regular title holder in the lightweight division. Not a WBA regular, WBA, one of those WBA belts, the low ones. But he was definitely in the conversation. WBO belt, sorry, WBO. It is what it is. It is what it is. Beautiful. The building looks the way I thought it would look. Kind of wish you was out there in Riyadh, man. The nighttime sky, they got a little skyline view of what's going on in Riyadh. It's nighttime over there. They're getting it together. Man, they got that city lit up, man. Who knows how much money they spent? Just think about the fact, whatever you're watching right now, that this is in the middle of a desert, right? Like, this is in the middle of the desert that this is happening at. And man, I mean, they're literally on the water. It is beautiful out there. The lights. Man, I know, man. I definitely got to take a trip out to Riyadh before it's all said and done for the kid. You know what I mean? Before it's all said and done, definitely want to take a trip out there. Yeah, but Shakur Stevenson looking like he's excited, looking motivated. Eddie Hearn looked like a proud father almost as he saw Shakur in the face-off with Josh Padley, right? A lit face-off. Shakur making the lemonade, making the best out of his situation, letting know Josh Padley, wrong day for you, great opportunity for you, but your timing couldn't have been worse. You got a determined, fiery, upset, got a lot of aggression to get out his system. Shakur Stevenson ahead in front of you. So blessings come in the weirdest ways, wrapped up in hands on you, broken orbital sockets, sore ribs, but a decent paycheck at the end of the day. That's what Shakur's saying, right? You know what I mean? Great opportunity, bad timing. I'm really like that this time around. And then we see Daniel Dubois catches an illness is right next to Schofield. He had to fall out. Martin Bacoli, last minute replacement, right? Last minute replacement. Just landed this morning in Saudi time, right? Landed like 1 o'clock in the morning for an event that he's going to be doing, I'm assuming, somewhere around 7 to 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening over there. So he had to rest up. From what I understand, he hit the scales. He hit the scales at 315 pounds. That's one thing. I'm be real. That's one thing I didn't take into full consideration all the way. I mean, I did. He had let the space know that he was actually just starting going into a camp, getting ready for FA Jogba in May. But 315 pounds, listen, I don't know, man, right? He's motivated. You can't say no to an opportunity like this if you're a Martin Bacoli. I couldn't imagine him and his team turning down an opportunity to get a shot at what I understand right now is a WBA interim title, but still, you know, this puts you right in the conversation of everything going on in the heavyweight division. So Martin Bacoli has no choice but to take it. You would think at the end of the day, though, that it's a dangerous fight for Joseph Parker no matter what. But there is some leverage on Joseph Parker's side. He has just come off of a 3-month camp to get in front of probably one of the most dangerous fighters, if not the most dangerous fighter in the heavyweight division. Martin Bacoli, some might argue coming off the couch. According to him, he started a camp for FA Jogba, but was just on a little holiday, as he calls it, in the Congo, working on getting visa paperwork straight so he can actually make a move to New York. He wanted to move to the States so he could work out in the States and start getting ready, have his camp in New York to acclimate to the East Coast, coming from Congo, Africa, to get ready for this FA Jogba fight. But ultimately, regardless, 315 pounds, you got to think conditioning is going to come into question in this fight, right? Conditioning is going to be part of the question in this fight. No matter what, he's just a hard-punching guy. So inside the first 3 to 5 rounds, probably going to be the most dangerous rounds for Joseph Parker. If he can get him into those deep waters past the 6th round, you want to give the advantage to Joseph Parker. He's got the IQ. He's got the experience. He should know how to handle himself in those rounds. But until those rounds get there, he's going to have to make sure he stays alert and stays away from Martin Bacoli's power, right? Salute to my brother, Blue Blood Sports TV. Shout out to my brother. Catch me and Blue Blood on later today at 2 o'clock, doing the live commentary on this main card. It's going to be lit. You know how we carry it. Salute, cruise control. They're going to be lit. Yeah, fire. 100% fire, man. No doubt about it, man. No doubt about it, man. I'm excited. I'm up at it today. I've been looking forward to February 22nd ever since the end of last year, before the new year started, right? As soon as I knew about this card, I was wanting it, but it's for the New Year's, it was just like, this is one I was just looking forward to it, right? I mean, David Benavidez started off the year against David Morrell on February 1st. That was a great card, great fights on that card. You know what I mean? And then we went into Keyshawn Davis and a Dennis Baranchek card. Exciting card, right, guys? You see a new WBO champion in a lightweight division, put a whole new conversation in the lightweight division. And then you look at the fact that we're going into this card, just trying to get to this card was such a journey. The Schofield scandal, the accusations of people getting poisoned, the Daniel Dubois getting sick, seemed like the card was falling apart. Turkey putting his money together with his resources and getting this crazy replacement fighter in Martin Bacoli to come and take Joseph Parker on. I'm just happy we made it here. Everybody else made it to the weigh-in yesterday, and I'm looking forward to see some great fights on this card today for sure, man. Blue Blood Sports back in the building. Tap for the kid today. Says, let's see here. Says he was fully dressed with coat on, Gucci shoes, hat, and jewelry. So I guess he was more like 303. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, Blue. I like that. I like that. You know what I mean? He's probably about 303 pounds, right? Because he was swagged up. He was swagged up out of control. Out of control. It is what it is, though, man. Listen, when opportunity knocks, man, you gotta do what you gotta do. And Martin Bacoli had to take advantage of this, man. He knew this was a blessing, potentially a blessing in disguise, no doubt about it. I mean, that you talk about a heavyweight division that's been freezing this guy out for a little while now, based on legendary stories of spar work going on with him and fighters understanding that he was a high risk, high reward fighter, and now getting an opportunity to get somebody like Turki Al-Sheikh, who's focused on making the best fight the best, give him an opportunity, just determined to get this heavyweight division back to its better days, right? To its glory days. Have that heavyweight division there Turkey, of course, not going to waste an opportunity. If Daniel Dubois can't make it, I'm not going to bring in some tune-up. I'm not going to, no way. This card is way too important. Let's bring up the 2025 George Foreman. Let's get him up. I know he's getting ready for a fight out in May, but May's not too far away. Give him a call and see if he wants to take this opportunity. And of course, Martin McCauley's not going to ever let an opportunity slide, as he plans on shaking up the heavyweight division. He got smoke for everybody, right? It is what it is. What we got going on in here in the comments? But Cash, Japazaya says, Blue, this is the best co-host you could have. Great choice. You guys make a great team. Best boxing podcast out here, hands down. You guys are boxing fans first, and it's your man. And salute, Bakash. Making me blush, bro. You making me blush or whatever. You making me blush or whatever, man. Thank you. Adib Barali, the card didn't start. Well, yes, the prelims have started. The prelims have started. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Martin McCauley, I'm so excited to see what he's going to do. I am still excited to see what Shakur Stevenson is going to do. I've always been more focused on seeing his return. Even with this fight with Flo Schofield, was going to be an opportunity for Shakur to be in a fight with somebody who's going to press the fight, who's going to give Shakur the dancing partner I think he probably needs in order to kind of like, get himself back together and get back in these bigger conversations. And of course, I want to see what them hands working like, right? We want to see what them hands is working like. What's going on with Shakur Stevenson's hands? You've seen the pictures, you know what I mean? We've seen the pictures. If you didn't see the pictures, let me see if I still got it here. You know what I mean? I want to see what these things right here gonna do, right? He had surgery. You see that right hand. You see the scar over that middle finger knuckle right there. And you got to ask yourself, he doesn't even look like he's closing and making a complete fist there. You got to ask yourself, what are these hands going to do in this fight today? Is he going to be able to let those hands go? Right, guys? It is what it is. It is what it is. We got to see what he does. We got to see what he does. Salute the fighting words of Bang. Fighting with Bang. What did you tell me, Bang? Let me see. Yeah. Let me see. BR 215. I'm assuming that's Philly. Is that Philly? Oh, that's Philly, right? I think that's Philly. I don't know. But yeah, y'all definitely gave me what I needed this whole week for the lead up for these fights. No doubt. Let's see here. Good morning, Mike S. Good morning. Let's see, my brother Mac Victor, literally my brother. Y'all say salute to my brother, my legitimate brother, like facts, like my mama's son. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mac Victor in the building. It's going down. But yeah, so McCauley, Shakur. But what other fights we looking at on the card? I'm really interested in this Ajit Kabayel Zhilei Zhang fight as well. I mean, I'm interested in every fight on the card, right? But when it comes to Ajit and Zhilei Zhang, you kind of got like the new guard and the old guard, right? You got Ajit Kabayel, who one could argue is part of the future of the heavyweight division. When you're talking about the future, you're talking about Moses Atuma, you're talking about Ajit Kabayel, you're talking about Daniel Dubois, right? You're talking about all these fighters, Fabio Wardley, the actual future of the heavyweight division. And then here you got Zhilei Zhang really on his way out the door for so many, where he really needs to make this work. 41 years old. Zhilei Zhang hits his scales yesterday, 287 pounds, which is great for him. This guy has been known to come in the ring well over 300 pounds. So you can tell he got in shape for this fight. Ajit Kabayel earning a reputation for himself as being a body snatcher, really nasty body work, standing at 6'3". But interestingly enough, with an 80-inch arm reach, Zhilei Zhang got the same arm reach at 80 inches. You got to think Ajit Kabayel is going to be working to get underneath those straight left hands. The straight left hands of Zhilei Zhang and staying away from that jab. Every shot that Zhilei Zhang throws, bad intention, but at the same time, he's really not fast anymore, right? And the conditioning has been questionable. So Ajit Kabayel probably trying to get up under those straight shots and probably attack that body. You got to ask yourself another question. Coming in fit, obviously Zhilei Zhang knows that this can go into the latter half of the fight, being that Ajit Kabayel has been known to have great conditioning, and he's going to last, right? He's an undefeated fighter. But was that size that Zhilei Zhang brings to the ring going to cushion a lot of that body work? So him slimming up that way, You win some, you win, but you also give. You take what you give, right? You take the conditioning, you take the fact that you're in great shape, but maybe you give a little bit of punch resistance when it comes to that body. And somebody like a G Caballero may be able to really capitalize on that. I mean, at the end of the day, how much conditioning can Zhilei Zhang really muster up in a camp, right? At some point or another, you are who you are. Zhilei Zhang, one of the things he brings to the fight is that size advantage, right? The ability to potentially lean on a G Caballero. And obviously a lot of those shots coming in heavy because of that weight. Does he give a little bit of his advantage away coming in at 287? Maybe not. I mean, a G Caballero came in, 241, 242 on the scales yesterday. So, I mean, you never know, right? You never know. You got to see what happens in the fight. But I've already put my word in. I do have a G Caballero. I think there's a good chance he stops Zhilei Zhang in this fight. I know Zhilei Zhang is a big guy who's never actually been stopped. He's only got 2 losses on his records right now, right? He's got a loss against Joe Joyce, and of course, no, not Joe Joyce. So what I'm talking about, he stopped Joe Joyce twice. He's got a loss against Filip Ergovich, and he's got a loss against Joseph Parker. That's what I meant to say, with Joseph Parker, not Joe Joyce. And won a boxer, a shorter, smaller boxer. Kind of fits the description of a G Caballero. And of course, against Filip Ergovich, who's just a better boxer all in all, and just a real good jab. Those Eastern Europeans, you already know how I feel about them. They're going to give you a run for your money. But for the most part, Zhilei Zhang, but at the same time, Zhilei Zhang kind of coming on late in his career, right? 41 years old, he's just starting to get into these conversations. I'm leaning towards G Caballero, man. I think the momentum's on his side, and I just think he's shown that he's a big short guy, right? Like, he's 6'3", which is kind of short for the heavyweight division a little bit, at least when you talk about the top 5 or so guys in the division. But for some reason, doesn't give up that much weight on the scale, and his arms are like real long for his height. 80-inch arms kind of evens up a lot of the conversation. Shout out to Eric Dunn in the building. Eric Dunn in the building says, "Happy fight day. Who do you have, Ortiz or Madrimov?" I mean, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about Virgil Ortiz and Israel Madrimov today, man. Look, man, Virgil Ortiz hit the scale yesterday, 153.2, I believe. That clearly lets me know that he's in shape. He made the weight easily, right? So Virgil feeling good, had a great camp, in my opinion, based on what I've seen him hit that scale with. He's coming to the ring with Robert Garcia, trainer of the year last year, but coming off of a real competitive fight with Serhii Bohachuk. I told both you guys the intangibles in this whole card. We got a lot of intangibles that are going on between the G Caballero and Zhilei Zhang, between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. And this is another one of those fights. A lot of adjustments, a lot of intangibles. And what are the intangibles? I believe the intangibles in this fight is going to be the experience these guys got in their fights they had before getting in the ring. Virgil Ortiz getting pushed to the limit, knocked down twice, went 12 rounds for the first time in his professional career, and, dealt with a lot of adversity in that fight with Serhii Bohachuk. Some might say that his power didn't really translate in that fight. He just wasn't able to really hurt Serhii. I did see moments and opportunities that were in there where he kind of might have looked like he hurt him, but for the most part, Serhii just being a durable fighter, Virgil had to kind of conquer that adversity, having a fighter in front of him that wasn't going to go anywhere. But I didn't see Virgil adjust in that fight, right? With all the adversity he was going through, I just didn't see Virgil Ortiz adjust. I saw him just press forward, continue with the game plan. At times, Robert Garcia trying to get him to stay on that jab a little more, but, just that instinct. You are who you are, right? Mike Tyson once said everybody has a game plan and a strategy until they get punched in the face. Well, when Virgil Ortiz got punched in the face, some might say he lost a little bit of he kind of went on autopilot, right? Now we got Israel Madrimov, who has his fight with Terrence Crawford. They're calling him the Triple G 2.0 going into this fight because of his power punching, right? The fact that he's putting guys out. But he showed us another wrinkle to his game, didn't he? All of a sudden, he became a boxer, started moving around, using that Erkin jerk. What did that show me? It showed me that there's a lot more that meets the eyes with Israel Madrimov, that he can come in different ways and give you different looks in the fight. A fighter like that seems like he has more tools in his bag. I'll give you the example of Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. When it came down to it, we knew going into the fight, Terrence Crawford was a guy who could switch, fight from both sides. He could be aggressive on the front foot. He could fight off the back foot, right? He had power in both hands. He was just a guy who had a lot more options and can adjust to what was going on in the ring. We never saw Errol Spence do that. We never saw Errol Spence adjust, right? And what happened in the fight? You saw Terrence Crawford coming out now southpaw and being aggressive and catching Errol Spence. And what did you see? Errol Spence had a hard time adjusting. So we'll fast forward and bring it full circle to this moment right now with Israel Madrimov and Virgil Ortiz in the ring. The question is, if Madrimov brings those wrinkles to the game and is offering multiple different looks to Virgil Ortiz during this fight, does Virgil Ortiz adjust accordingly, or does he try to press forward and be that aggressive, flat-footed Mexican fighter, try to overwhelm Israel Madrimov? Me, myself, I'm going to bet on the guy who has more tools. I know the experience comes into question with Israel Madrimov because he's coming into this fight, 11 professional fights, but I think people really sleep on those amateur fights he brings to the table. 300-plus amateur fight wins, that counts for something. They're not professional wins, but there's still a whole lot of looks and a whole lot of activity for the guy. Real athletic guy showing you a lot of wrinkles to his game. I'm going to be leaning towards Israel Madrimov in this fight, but wouldn't be shocked to see Virgil Ortiz hit him with something crazy and stop him, right? Let's be honest. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Let's see. 2 Cents says Madrimov moving give Virgil issues. Very possible, right? 2 Cents? Very possible, man. Very possible. Salute to my guy, Swift. Salute Cassius, Claymore, and chat. We in the building talking this boxing today, man. Giving our last thoughts on this card, on this main card. We got our last thoughts. And I've got my last thoughts on it. There's certain, like I'm still up in the air with the Caleb Smith, Joshua Buatsi fight. I'm really still up in the air with that fight. But for the most part, I'm really, I think I got my decision on what I'm looking at on this card. You know what I mean? G Caballel, I'm going with G Caballel with the possible stoppage. I don't think it's far-fetched at all that a Caballel stops Zhilei Zhang. I think styles make fights. I really do think a G Caballel is just physically and stylistically potentially tailor-made to give Zhilei Zhang his first stoppage. This guy has a gas tank that runs about 3.5, maybe right now 5 miles to the gallon, being that he looks like he came in there in conditioning. I think G Caballel's style and his body campaign, his body punching is just bad for a guy with bad conditioning, right? He's standing at 6'3". It's just a perfect enough height to kind of give him that ability to get underneath those punches of Zhilei Zhang and get to that body, but at the same time, not too short to where he's like the smaller guy to the point where he has disadvantages. 240 pounds, that's a decent amount of weight on him. He has great conditioning and a great gas tank. Zhilei Zhang gets into those later rounds with somebody like a G Caballel, and he's not able to neutralize that body campaign. I think he's susceptible just like anybody else. Before he's Zhilei Zhang, Mr. Bang, he's a human being, right? Body shots are diabolical when they're being unanswered, right? It is what it is. Going into the Caleb Smith, Joshua Buatsi fight, let's be honest, Joshua Buatsi hasn't been an exciting fighter for his past 4 fights, but I'm telling you guys, something in me says Joshua Buatsi he's due for a stoppage. He's due for a dominating performance. Guys, you look back in Joshua Buatsi's record. I'll pull it up right now, matter of fact. Let's pull up Joshua Buatsi's record real quick here. And I want to highlight something here. Maybe it's nothing, but this is how I feel about it, right? Joshua Buatsi sitting at 19 wins, 13 knockouts. In his last 1, 2, 3, 4 fights, he's gone to a unanimous decision. Willie Hutchinson went into a split decision. Willie Hutchinson, a slicker fighter than I think people want to give him props for. Although they try to take shots at Joshua Buatsi because of the lackluster performance, I think they're sleeping on the guy who's in front of him. Willie Hutchinson isn't an easy puzzle to figure out. He came in this fight undefeated, and I believe he fought against Craig Richards. I could be off, if not Craig. I think it was Craig Richards he fought, and really schooled Craig Richards, right? Really a slick fighter. But then you look at the Dan Aziz, Powell, Stepion, and Craig Richards fight. All of them went to unanimous decision. But before that, Joshua Buatsi was knocking everything out, right? Everything out. So what happened? What happened in between Ricards Boltniks and Craig Richards? I mean, you look at the time frame, not that much time passed. It looked like Joshua Buatsi kind of got a little bit lulled into his game a little bit and just kind of settled. But this is a big deal in this fight. There's an interim title on the way here. The light heavyweight division is getting ready to blow up, right? Because you got Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol on their last run doing this rematch here, potentially fighting a David Benavidez, which is another thing we could talk about because he is in the building from what I understand. I'm not too sure. That's what I'm hearing, that he is in the building. So he kind of, it looked like he didn't have motivation a little bit. Maybe just caught up in maybe life is just lifing. You know how it goes sometimes. But at the same time, I can't discount 13 knockouts. I can't discount that out of 19 wins, knowing that you subtract 4 from that 19, you got 15. That means before, when he went in that 15th fight, this man was like well over 90% knockout ratio. That guy just doesn't go away. He doesn't just go away. He's somewhere in there. Somewhere inside of Joshua Buatsi's that guy who was getting 13 knockouts, right? But what better motivation than the biggest stage in the world in Riyahd season with a WBO interim title on the line? David Benavidez sitting there sideline. On the top of the card is the undisputed light heavyweight championship. You're a light heavyweight contender fighting for defending your interim world WBO title, knowing that your time is coming even closer. How motivated is Joshua Buatsi? I think he's got to be hella motivated. Caleb Smith, on the other hand, maybe motivated as well, but how motivated is he? Last time when I seen him, I didn't see his last fight. I know he just had a fight recently and was able to get a stoppage in that fight. But let's look who he fought and let's look what really happened, right? He fought Carlos Galvin. This guy walks into the ring with 20 wins, 14 losses, right? 10 times this guy got knocked out. He got knocked out 10 times out of his 14 losses. Give Caleb Smith his props. He was able to TKO this guy in the 5th round out of an 8-round fight. This guy was just coming from a 12-round fight with Artur Beterbiev, Caleb Smith. He was on his way out the door. You get into a fight with somebody like Carlos Galvin on an 8-round fight, that's almost exhibition status for a fighter like Caleb Smith. Keep in mind, after that Artur Beterbiev fight, this guy was talking about potentially retiring out of the game. Everybody who supports him were starting to question whether or not he should even move forward anymore because becoming a champion became so far-fetched at that point. What was he going to do, right? Some might argue Caleb Smith has a foot out the door. And whenever you got a foot out the door, you got to pay attention to those fighters because no matter how skilled they are, having that foot out the door, sometimes fighters are just looking for a little bit of motivation to leave, right? They're looking for that sign that it's time to go. Can Joshua Buatsi give him what he's maybe looking for? Maybe Caleb Smith's looking for a way out the door. Is Caleb Smith really believe after he wins his fight that he's ready to get back in the ring with Artur Beterbiev or Dimitri Bivol or get in the ring with a David Benavidez? Does Caleb Smith believe that's what he's going to do? I mean, this is a great payday, but at the end of the day, don't get it twisted. This is Riyahd season. This is about legacy. This is about greatness. This isn't just about paydays. The competition's at the highest level here. You're not getting no more sweet fights that are just going to get you by and get you paychecks. You're at Riyahd season right now. Joshua Buatsi, I think, is fully aware of that, and I'm expecting him to be motivated and to perform that way. I'm leaning toward Joshua Buatsi, but once again, we can't act like Joshua Buatsi hasn't been a little bit lackluster for those past 4 or 5 fights that he's had, so we got to see what he does. But that fight right there, I think is going to be close for sure. For sure. Let me see what's going on in the chat, man. I know I'm running my mouth. Cornelius Bennett in the building. Good Saturday. Saying salute to the queen, Miss Rain. Shout out to my wife who's somewhere in this house watching from a distance. Oh, she just walked in here. Let me see here. Champ Ross said I picked Caballero to out hustle Zhang 100%. I could see that by decision. I could see that, Champ Ross. I see that. I do still think, like I said, you guys, I think there's a big opportunity here for G Caballero to do something real spectacular. If he was able to stop Zhilei Zhang tonight, it would just pull him right into that conversation with Martin Bacoli, Daniel Dubois. I mean, you're just going to want to see him against a Joseph Parker. You're going to want to see him in those conversations if he's able to do what nobody has been able to do in boxing. Even though it's a 41-year-old Zhilei Zhang, it's still a big punching, big threat, looking for championship Zhilei Zhang, right? Probably the best version of Zhilei Zhang since he started his career, being that he turned up so late. That'd be a great accomplishment. Thanks to says solid breakdown. Solid breakdown. Thank you, man. Yeah, Champ Raw said the card is all day legacy, 100%. It's a different kind of card. This is a different stage, man. This is not for everybody, right? Clearly there's prize fighting, which is always on the table, but there's also legacy fighting, and legacy fighting is always way more passionate, right? Comes from somewhere deep inside of you. When you're talking about legacy, when you're fighting for greatness, when you're fighting for something bigger than yourself, bigger than a paycheck, that brings out a certain fire in fighters. The competitive spirit just goes to another level. And as a fan, we always benefit watching legacy fights and watching the best fight the best, because we know what's on the line for those guys. So we expect them to leave it all in the ring. It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yeah, legacy. I will be calling the fight, man. Tonight, the main card will be calling it on Blue Blood's channel. I'll be doing Blue Blood's channel calling the fight tonight, but I'll be calling this whole entire fight tonight. Right now, we just got Lawrence Bacoli who's just getting interviewed. We got Sean Porter and friends and family, you know what I'm saying, commentating. Yeah. They're trying to out-talk me, guys, but I don't think they're going to win this one. I don't think they're going to win this one because I'm so excited about this card. I don't think they're going to win this one, man. I don't think I really care what Sean Porter and them got to say this time around. Much love to those guys, but I think, and by the way, that suit that Sean Porter got on, I mean, let's be honest, it's ugly, bro. It's ugly. I know he's trying to do the whole entire Middle East, I'm in the Saudi Arabia thing, but no, bro. That one side longer than the other side, diabolical. I'm no. Turkey Al-Sheikh just walking into the building with Terrence Crawford right there with him. Of course, Terrence Crawford in the building. Terrence putting that foul on, man. Look, boy. Pause. Terrence looking, listen, man. You right there with Saudi, with Turkey Al-Sheikh. Listen, man. That's another fight. Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez. You guys know where ain't it 2 cents? That suit don't make no sense, right? He can go somewhere with that one. Shout out to Sean Porter, but that suit is diabolical. We ain't trying to hear none of that, bro. That one side being long, the other side being short. Let's be honest. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Salute to you for trying, but put that back in the closet. When you're done with that this time around, put it away, bro. Don't bring it back out. Don't bring it back out, bro. We good. We seen it. We done it. We did it. Been there. Not going back, right? Let's be not going back. We straight. We see you though. Salute to Sean Porter, and then he got the J's on. He got the J's on his feet. No, at least wear the Versace slippers without the socks or something. Look like you a prince or something. You brought the hood to it. I don't know. Just it's like 3 or 4 things going on at one damn time on that suit. You got the one side, which is kind of a suit. You got the little Asian persuasion with the buttons going down the middle, the little Chinese kind of Asian energy coming in, and then you got the other side that's extra long. You got that Saudi Arabian, Middle Eastern influence right there. The pants are a little too long. They're curling over the top of the Air Forces. You know what I mean? No. We good with the AJ1s. Talk about Mr. Big Play. We're going to be honest. Terrence Crawford sitting right ringside there with the Pellegrino on ice right there in front of him, as he should. Porter should bring back the old K-Swiss. Something like that. I'm feeling that. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. Shout out to Sean Porter, man. Shout out to Sean Porter, man. Porter got those for sale. Yeah, man. I know he advertising. And if I see somebody walk around one of them suits, I'm gonna call it out, bro. You ain't got a mind of your own, bro. You got lied to. That is not it. That's who he is. With the forces on all tucked into the shoe, the pants tucked into the forces. Nah, bro. That ain't it. I ain't the biggest fashion dude in the world, but that ain't it. It is what it is. But yeah, so we talked about Caleb Sis and Joshua Buatsi. Of course, we got another fight, Hamza Shiraz versus Carlos Adames. Did you guys see that face-off? Crazy. Hamza Shiraz was looking at Carlos Adames like, this is going to be a bad night for you, little guy. Little guy, not your night. This division is going in a new direction, and unfortunately, it doesn't involve you too much more past tonight, right? Doesn't involve you too much more past tonight. After tonight, 160 gets a new face. 160 gets a whole entire new energy. There's a new blood in town who's going to be challenging, looking to unify and become an undisputed champion. And there's going to be a Carlos Adames who needs to make a decision as to whether or not he's going to stay at 160 or maybe cut weight and get in the 154-pound weight class division conversation. Hamza Shiraz just looked like he was towering over that guy. I'm expecting Hamza Shiraz to come in the ring tonight all about 180 pounds, 100, you know what I mean? 180 plus pounds in the ring tonight against Carlos Adames, who looks like he's probably going to come into the ring all over 167, right? 165 to 170, somewhere in that range. I don't know how much he plans on growing. Carlos Adames just comes in with all of the intangibles. He comes with the height. He comes with the long arms. He comes with the power. He comes with the youth. Man, he's even athletic. Carlos Adames is athletic but short. Obviously, he's going to work out a little bit for him as far as getting underneath those shots and working that body, working that mid-range, trying to, open up things up top. But, I ain't gonna lie, Hamza Shiraz just shown the ability to be defensively responsible. When you look at when he fought, what's that guy's name? Is it Alamo? What's my guy's name? Hold on, let me pull him up right here. Let's see here. Hamza Shiraz when he fought, Austin Ammo Williams, right? He kind of gives me a little bit of Carlos Adames energy, I think, right? But I mean, he didn't work that fight the right way, but Shiraz just did such a good job keeping that distance and working him and making Ammo pay every time Ammo would take chances, which is what it ended up coming down to get in that mid-range. Ammo was just catching a lot of heavy, catching some bad weather on his way in. I'm picturing Carlos Adames walking a similar path. Of course, I think he's a better fighter than Austin Williams, but, is he better than Austin Williams enough to where he's going to be able to do something with Hamza Shiraz? Time will always tell that story better, but just on the paper, it just doesn't look like he's going to be able to do much with Hamza tonight. I think that fight is going to be may very well be kind of one-sided. I'm actually hoping to see Hamza kind of face a little bit of adversity in this fight, see how he deals with it, but I don't know if Carlos Adames is the one that's going to give me the adversity we're looking to see. It is what it is, man. Let's see here. Let me see here. BR 215 says, I had Shiraz by KO, but I'm thinking decision now. Possibly a Carlos Adames does got that heart. He carries it. Ammo Williams, right, BR? Yeah. Right. You can see Ammo will leave his body after every one of those shots. Yeah. It is. Looks like we got the second fighters coming to the ring right now. We got Gomez coming to the ring right now. Bingo Gomez. Not familiar with him, but interested in getting to know you, brother. Let's see what happens. Pause. Not trying to get to know you like that, but He's a Canadian. He looks happy to be there. Gomez looks happy to be there, man. One thing about Turkey's card that I love as well, they're so competitive. Even though you don't know who the fighter is, there's a good chance it's going to be a great fight. Like the matchmakers over there at Riyahd are so high level as far as making it competitive. Even though you don't know who it is, the fights are probably going to be super competitive. I know the last fight didn't necessarily expose that. The last fight was kind of one-sided, but I'm just saying there's a good chance it's going to be competitive. A good chance. I can. Oh, he's a can. I got you, Big Sarge. He's a can, like a literal Pepsi can, like a literal trash-ass fighter. Got you. Oh, that's why, because it's one of Saudi Arabia's up-and-coming fighters right here. Yeah. Alakal. This is actually going to be a great fight. Well, it's going to be a great showing. They're trying to push this kid right here to be a big representation of Riyadh season. He really represents Turkey al-Sheikh's personal interests, the Saudi Arabian government's personal interests. They're building this boxing in Saudi Arabia for fighters like him, right? They're trying to have him be a big face, and they really want to see his development work out for the best of Saudi Arabia, man. There he goes. There's Turkey right there, meeting him right there. Let him know, man, do what you're supposed to do, brother. You're representing the whole country right now. We're putting a lot of faith in you to do what you got to do, man. with 3 draws. Oh, yeah, so he's there for food. He's a meal. Shout out, Big Sarge. I got you. He a meal. He's a sacrificial lamb. Legitimate, man. He's at the top of the Mayan temple right now, getting ready to get his head chopped off for a good harvest, right? We're gonna sacrifice you for the harvest, baby. This one right here is for the pleasure of the gods. May they bless our harvest, and we have a great, not too rainy season, but just enough rain to see our harvest come to fruition. But yeah, we got to cut somebody's head off, and only blood pleases the gods. We welcome your sacrifice. We welcome your sacrifice to the cause. Salute, Mello in the building. Buatsi versus Smith. I've been telling everybody I'm thinking around 2 o'clock, man. That's what I'm thinking, man. If it changes, I'll let you know. Yeah, at least he compensated well for this beating. Yeah, man. Right, BR. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna send you off with a nice little check. You know what I mean? Throw something on that 40. You know what I'm saying? We got you. Gonna throw something on the 40, you know what I mean? Get you right. Or as Greg Hackett would say, you're gonna throw something towards the platter. You know what I mean? Get you a platter. You know what I mean? On your way out, get you a platter. Little first class ticket on your way out the door. We appreciate you. Be sure to hit the buffet on your way home tomorrow. I know tonight you'll be in the hotel, but in the morning, get that breakfast buffet, all you can eat. You know what I mean? Don't let the little bug that's going around hurting Schofield and hurting Daniel Dubois dissuade you. You know, we're very clean here. Please take something with you. Go ahead and take the towels with you from the hotel room. You go ahead and take the towels with you. It's all good. It's all good. Take the towel and a little lotion and a little shampoo. You know what I mean? A little memorabilia. We appreciate you coming. Let's get it. Real talk. Why does Crawford always look homeless? Crawford is not looking homeless. Crawford is looking humble. He's looking like the fame hasn't got to his head. He's looking like he's not caught up in the idea of being all iced out and looking like he's balling. He's comfortable in his skin. That's one of the things I respect about Crawford, to be honest with you guys, is the fact that he's not trying to impress nobody, right? The only place he's trying to impress people is inside the ring. Outside of that, he's just a good old country boy. You know what I mean? I appreciate that, man. Salute to Terrence Crawford being a family man as well, man. Gotta love what that guy represents. I personally resonate with a Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? That's why I'm a Terrence Crawford fan, man. I resonate with that, right? I'm not fly. I'm not rocking the best of the jewels. I mean, I got a little bit, you know what I mean? I got something around my neck, a couple bands around my neck. I ain't gonna act like it's not. It is what it is. But I'm not doing too much. I'm doing just enough. Let's see here. I'm in California and there's no buzz for boxing anymore. Yeah, man. This card, shout out to Jose Chavez, man. I understand what you're saying, man. This card right here is for the boxing enthusiasts, man. Like I said earlier when I started the live, the people who are getting up early right now to catch these fights, these are boxing enthusiasts, bro, because they're not used to it. You got to love boxing to be here right now. We're at the top of the first round here. Let's see. We're at the top of the first round right here. Obviously, we're looking at Alakel. Sorry, Alakel. We're looking at him to showcase what he does. He looks motivated and ready to get this guy out of there. This is food for him. Alakel against Gomez starts off, comes right over the top with a right hand and ends it with a left hook to the body. But he's sitting there doing check hooks. Alakel definitely setting up for these power shots, staying on that jab, really taking advantage of the smaller Gomez that's in the ring, taking that real estate, just kind of being a bully a little bit with the presence of his body. Nice 1-2 right down the middle. Check left hook, 1-2 right down the middle, comes in there with another check left hook, straight left hand right down the middle. Orthodox right down to the fundamentals. Alakel staying right to the fundamentals, keeping and establishing that distance, not letting Gomez get inside. You got to imagine Gomez wants to make this mid-range fight. Alakel starting to back Gomez up. Gomez backs him up with 2 looping hooks, make Alakel get back a little bit, get up off me. You're not putting me on the ropes. It's not that kind of fight. Let's see. Yeah, Gomez responding. Little hook right there. Straight left hand by Gomez to the body. Swings with a big old looping left hook. Hits nothing but air. Alakel responds with a straight right hand and a check left hook. Ends it. Heavy shots landing on top of Gomez's head. Back on the jab. just taking his time, just jabbing him back, backing up Gomez against the ropes at this point. Alakel starting to assure dominance here, starting to show Gomez who runs it. Double up on that jab. Alakel trying to get under those jabs, staying real low. High guard, staying low, trying to have him punch it down. But look, Alakel responds, catches him with a right hook to the body. Ends off with a nice little left uppercut right up the middle of Alakel's guards. He's starting to realize that he's staying low, so we're going to be responding. I can see a lot more of those uppercuts on their way. 1, 2. There we go. Nice left hook to the body by Alakel. He's hitting him up with heavy shots. Heavy shots coming from Alakel. Double up on the jab. Gomez trying to establish and get under that punch and turn this mid-range. Alakel very well of it. Straight right hand by Alakel, followed up by 2 jabs, but still establishing that distance, keeping Gomez at the end of those jabs, man. Just really doing a good job of getting out of Gomez's range, but staying in range to hit him back. Really staying there, being patient, staying a little flat-footed, Alakel, but I think that's because he wants to sit on those punches a little bit. There we go. Alakel tries to come in with a nice right uppercut, ends it with a right to the body, hasn't caught him yet. I think Alakel should be plotting on that uppercut, being that Gomez is really sitting low on that high guard. It looks like that uppercut is there for him. He just wants to set it up. Nice. Alakel trying to bait him in a little bit. There we go. Caught him with a little check left hook just to sit him down, make him sit still. Alakel wanting to be the counterpuncher, you can tell, though, but he is being first on those jabs. Being first on those jabs. There we go. Nice little check left hook by Alakel. Look, okay, Gomez comes over the top of the right hand. Alakel lets off like a 2-3 punch combo, ends it with an uppercut right up the middle. Beautiful. Back on the jab, doubling up on the jab, triple up on the jab. There we go. Back on the jab, trying to catch him with that right uppercut. Gomez ends that round with the right hook, catches Alakel right there on the chin, but Alakel shakes it off and says it ain't nothing. I'm going to give that round to Alakel. I'm going to give it to Alakel. Mello, Clay, can you see Bud stopping Canelo? Shout out Mello for the $2, man. Can I see it? Listen, man, anything's possible in boxing. People really try to talk about Terrence Crawford as if he has absolutely no power. You know, they want to dismiss it because he's going up 2 weight classes, and I can understand that, right? But Canelo's also shown the durability. He's been punched by some of the biggest punches that can be in front of him outside of a monster in David Benavidez. Do I expect Terrence Crawford to go over there and clip him and knock him out? No, I don't. Can I see Terrence Crawford stopping, TKOing? You never know, man. We got to see how Canelo Alvarez deals with a real good body puncher like Terrence Crawford. I think that's going to be a big intangible in this fight is Terrence Crawford's ability to commit and invest in that body. I don't expect him to stop Canelo. I expect him to beat Canelo by a decision. But am I comfortable? Am I going to say right here that I see him stopping Canelo? No, I don't see him stopping Canelo. Do I see him hurting Canelo? Yeah, man. I see him hurting Canelo. I ain't going to lie to you, man. I know it's kind of crazy, but it is what it is, right? Appreciate the support on the channel, man. Thank you for the color in the chat. Let's see. I missed it. We at the top of the second round. I heard it go crazy. I'm thinking Alakel caught him with something significant. Alakel just really trying to set this guy and get him out of there. It's a 6-round fight. If the record is true, Alakel wants to stop this guy. You don't want. It's not competitive, but what a great dance partner in Gomez, though, who's staying active, letting his hands go, and is not just there to get punched on. He's actually trying to, it's a great dance partner if you're trying to look good. Alakel got a good fighter who's in front of him, willing to engage. He's not running. He's not being, you know what I mean? He's not being humble. Gomez is being kind of disrespectful, to be honest with you, just constantly pressing forward, not really letting the power. Nice. Alakel walks him into a beautiful right uppercut. There we go. Back on the jab. Gomez felt that uppercut. I don't care. I know he did, but he stayed. Boom. Right down. Twice up on the jab, and he ends it with a right hand right down the middle. Nice, beautiful left hook to the body. Alakel tries to end it with some uppercuts, but wasn't able to do it, but really attacking that body well. That was a well-delivered shot to the body right there. Let's see. Alakel's doing a good job, man, defensively. Like I said, establishing that distance, knowing where he is in that ring, keeping him at the end of those jabs, but seeing opportunities to attack that body. And like I said earlier, looks like he's setting him up for those uppercuts. He wants to take advantage of Gomez kind of being flat-footed, but at the same time, always staying low. Beautiful right uppercut caught Gomez again. Gomez leaping right hook hits air. Nothing but air. Let's see. As he's trying to feint and find his way in there. Gomez initiates a clinch. Referee gives him opportunity. Both break. There we go. Boom, boom. Ooh, Alakel with a beautiful left hook to the body. Comes over the top with a right hand. Tries to let off a little flurry there, but Gomez defensively responsible for the most part. But Alakel making opportunities in there, catching that body. Really being successful with that left hook to the body and right hook to the body today. Gomez smiles at Alakel as he believes he's caught him with a significant shot. But listen, man, Alakel is just standing his ground and just really just trying to bait him in and catch him with these uppercuts, trying to get him in there, but still keep that distance. Gomez doesn't seem to be too impressed with the power, though. That might be the Latin spirit in him that's kind of dealing with it. I feel like Alakel's been hitting him with some pretty heavy shots, but Gomez being very rebellious in spirit, to say the least, not fading away, continually pressing the fight, staying up in that high guard. It is what it is. What we got going on in the building here? Someone in the chat didn't get no cheeks last night and woke up grumpy. Oh, man. Okay, something going on in here. Ordered fight for sure, but ringside like a promoter. Bud ringside like a promoter. No doubt, man. Crawford won't stop Canelo. I mean, I can't argue. I'm not going to argue, Big Sarge. You're right, man. For the most part, he shouldn't. I can tell you that. He's not supposed to. I'll say that for sure. Jose Chavez says Canelo versus Crawford will be boring. I'm not paying for a sparring match. Okay, Jose. I hear you, man. Frequency, flat classes, Clay, where Ray. I sent him the link, man. I know he'd be tired, though. You know what I'm saying? So he'll get up. We'll see the link. Let me see. Mello, but you'll spend $80 for Tank to fight Lamont Rhodes. Back at the top of the third round right now. Alakel back center, taking the center of the ring, back on that jab. And Gomez hasn't changed his game plan. He's in that high guard. He's coming forward, initiates a clinch right there. Alakel trying to take advantage of this pressure. Nice. Ends up tries to go with a straight uppercut and ends it with a body shot. Body, nice, beautiful. Alakel's starting to find success, letting his hands go, catching him with another straight right hand, a left uppercut. He's finding opportunities in there. Boom, beautiful. Right up the middle guard with that right uppercut. I'm telling you, that uppercut is nice. Check left hook catches Gomez as he gets out the way of that. I think Gomez is starting to recognize the power that's in front of him. He's being a lot more cautious. Beautiful, nice left hook to the body. Alakel campaigning to the body, trying to set up that uppercut, understands Gomez's high guard is not going nowhere, looking to get in between that high guard with uppercuts, and he's not going to stop. He's at round 3. He's starting to find him a little bit more as well. He's about to stop him. Yeah, man. Listen, man, he's hitting him with those shots that should be delivering a stoppage soon, right? There we go. Alakel on that jab, looping left hook, straight right hand. Is being patient, keeping that distance, back on that jab. He's keeping Gomez in that right range, right? That's what he wants to do. He wants to lull him. You're sitting in that high guard. You're getting peppered by these jabs. And after a while, it seems like Gomez sits still after he feels like he's catching those jabs, and then that's when Alakel will take advantage and let something go towards the body or try to leap in and catch him with an uppercut once he sees Gomez is staying still. But he peppers him into like a cobra, kind of hypnotizes his prey. He's doing it with jabs, right? As he keeps him at the distance and hitting him in that high guard. Gomez really just kind of waiting for for those opportunities in between those jabs to leap in and jump. And you've got Alakel trying to time him out to make him sit still. And when he does, I'm going to let off to the body and try to catch you with an uppercut, right? Or try to catch you coming in forward with that uppercut, or motivate you with something stinging to the body. Boom, left hand to the body. Let's see if I can get you a little overzealous to try to cross that void. And I'm going to meet you in that void with one of these uppercuts and get you the hell up out of here, right? Let's see what he does. Okay. 10 seconds left. Beautiful. Alakel showing his little skills a little bit. right? Slipping that right hand of Gomez at the end of that round. Instructions in the corner for Alakel. It seems like Alakel's corners is asking him to be a little bit more, apply a little bit more pressure, basically letting him know, like, listen, man, when you're throwing the shots, beautiful uppercut right up the middle guard on this replay right here. Beautiful shot. And then that's overhand right. Beautiful right there. Caught him nice. But I guess his corner's asking him to follow up those flurries. Like, you got him there. You're getting him with those shots. You're this close to getting him out there, but you're being a little too reserved right now. This guy doesn't have anything he's throwing at you that's hurting you. You're hitting him with all these shots up the middle. Let's follow that up. Let's get this guy out of there. Alakel eager right now to get across the ring and implement that game plan that his corner went over with him. Back on that jab, doubles up on that jab, triple up on that jab, back on that jab. There we go. Gomez initiates a clinch, but they separate each other. They separate amicably in the middle of the ring. Beautiful. There we go. Alakel letting those shots go right there. Beautiful. Beautiful combination. Nice body shot. Check left hook back to the body of Gomez. Back on that jab. Alakel has some, he's pressing. He got some resolve right there. Beautiful. Alakel steps out to his left. Right back on him. Right back on him again. Right back on him. Right hand. Left hand. Right hand. He's got him against the rope. He's letting his hands go. Gomez stuck on the ropes. Initiates a clinch right there. Saves him. But look, Alakel's back on the ropes. Gomez never gets off the ropes. Alakel back on top of him. Letting his hands go. Gomez initiates a clinch again. Now Alakel getting backed up against the ropes again. Says, listen, Alakel is pushing this guy up. Looking at the ref. Looking for some structure in the ring. We can't have this guy clinching on us. He is letting his hands go. Back initiating the clinch with Gomez. Referee warns Gomez about the excessive clinching. Alakel letting his hands go in this round. Letting his hands go. Listen, man. Alakel starting to find some success in there. I'm thinking I'm loving that about Alakel. We had a minute going on, a minute 20 seconds in round 4 out of 6 rounds. Alakel stepping up the pressure, letting his hands go a lot more in this round. Gomez, listen, man, Gomez is still coming forward, still realizing how his opportunities is in the mid-range. He's not going to take a step backwards, but at the same time, Alakel capitalizing off of this pressure, really capitalizing off this pressure. Alakel is really, let's see here. We have 50 seconds in the 4th round. Heading into 40 seconds. Alakel looked like he's taking his foot off the gas a little bit, back on the jab a little bit. Back on the jab, moving around, repositioning. There we go. Trying to walk him into that left. He's been trying to walk him into that right uppercut the whole morning, right? Boom, back on that right uppercut. Catches that looping left hand by Gomez. Alakel caught it right on the gloves, moving around, using the momentum. There it is, beautiful. Over the hand left, slips that over the hand right by Gomez, brings it back to the center ring, back on that jab, establishing the distance again, keeping him at range. At this point, Alakel using that forward pressure that Gomez is bringing forward and really just trying to walk him into something at this point. Nice, beautiful. Tries to go for a left uppercut right there. Gomez catches it on the gloves. That's the end of the 4th round. Getting ready to go into the 5th round. Instructions from the corner in Alakel. Camera sweeps over to Oscar De La Hoya and Frank Warren building. Oscar throws a little combination at the camera a little bit, letting them know we still got him. Them hands is still her. Them hands is still her. What we got going on in the chat here? Big Sarge says Alakel has very good athleticism and footwork. 100%. 100%. He's showcasing it all right now, right? I can see Turkey keep Bud around the sport when he retires, maybe a promoter. I think Bud is going to jump into the promotion. I'm going to be real with you. I think that's part of the whole thing with him in Turkey. I think they're going to be together. I think Bud and Turkey might be working together a little bit, kind of like similar to what you might picture Mayweather and Al Heyman a little bit. Just, I don't know, something in that direction. Seems like he's there to be next to him. Toe says, yo, Clay, these Saudi fighters is buns. Okay, what does buns mean? All right. All right. It's dope seeing him sitting there. He has a relationship with Eddie, Bob, him, and Oscar. Never had no problems. I could see it, no doubt. Salute to 2 cents in the building, putting $2. There we go. Clay and his passion. Yeah, shout out to the wife, man. Always standing there holding me down, man. Making sure you guys is on point, man. Making sure you guys is hitting the likes, you know what I mean? Showing support to the channel. Shout out to my queen, you know what I mean? Joe Hale says, Clay, your commentary's on point, man. I got the zone commentators on mute. Nice work. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Shut them dudes down. You don't need them, man. You don't need them. You got me. We had 2 minutes going on 2 minutes, 15 seconds. At the top of round 5, Alcalel back at the center of the ring doing what he does, holding the real estate back on that jab, waiting for Gomez to commit to that forward movement as he's been doing all night. And he looks like he's just trying to walk him into that right uppercut and those check left hooks, man, keeping him motivated and keeping him honest with that jab. Look at, Alcalel showing that athleticism as he jumps left and right and catches him with a nice 1 and 2. Beautiful. Alcalel sitting back on that back now, not moving backwards, but just like, come on, bring it. Gomez, I need you to step forward. Do the thing we hired you to do so I can clean your clock. So I can clean your clock with this hook, with this uppercut. You heard? I need you to do what we paid you to do. Step in now. Step in now, Gomez. I need you to step in now. I'm going to keep you honest on that jab. I need you to take a chance. I need to motivate you. I see I got to motivate you. Gomez getting letting his hands go a little bit right there. Alcalel showing you his athleticism as he slips 2-3 shots, but stands there. Standing here. Come on now. Come on in, Gomez. I need you to come on in. I'm gonna bounce. There we go. Double up on that jab. Beautiful left hook right underneath the right arm of Gomez. A little bit of a liver shot there. Attempt by Alcalel. Referee warns Alcalel for hitting behind the head a little bit. Tells him, just beware where you at, brother. I know he's short and you hitting him with them looping shots. Make sure you don't hit him in the back of the head. Alcalel moving around. Boom, nice 1-2 right up the middle. Actually a 2-1, right? 2-1 right up the middle. Alcalel moves around. Let's reset a little bit. Back 1-2 right down the middle. Gomez moving his head, staying at high guard, trying to get low, stay low, and stay under those punches. When he does that, there he goes, Alcalel with a 2-3 punch combination, right uppercut up the middle, left hook over the top, and then circle out to the left. Let's see what you're going to do. We're going to circle out to the left. Boom. There we go. Gomez doubles up on the jab. Doubles up on the jab. You know, mission and assignment is to get on the inside and make this a mid-range fight. Little dirty inside boxing right there as Gomez hits him with 2 quick little left hooks to the body. But they separate each other as Alcalel did initiate that clinch. Oh, Alcalel on the ropes just a little bit, but, you know, very aware where he's at, staying on the move, back on that jab, overhand right by Alcalel, 2 uppercuts, right hand uppercuts coming right up the middle. Gomez initiates the clinch, and that's the end of the 5th round. We are in the championship 6th round of this fight. I'm sure Alcalel felt a little pressure to stop Gomez tonight. Gomez showing that he has that durability. Let's see what the corner has to say to him. It looks like the corner's trying to get some communication back from Alcalel. How do you feel? What's going on? What do you feel like is happening in that ring? Talk to me. Talk to me, because you know we want to stop this guy. This is an opportunity for you to do something great. Step forward, Latino, maybe even a Mexican fighter coming on the front foot. We want to stop this guy, but tell me how you feel about it. You're letting your hands go. What you going to do in this round? This is the last round. Let's see here, man. 3 fights. I can't get a guy with 40 losses out there. Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. 2 says B&B Promotions, Bud and Bomac getting that turkey backing. You already know. You already know. You know, Crawford wants to bring in, he wants to be part of this wave. He's always been kind of a guy, top of the 6th round right now. Alcalel doubling up, tripling up on that jab. Ooh, nice straight right hand by Alcalel, right to the body as Gomez stretches forward to try to hit him with a right hand, just out of distance, really just out of range. Can't connect that shot, hits nothing but air. Alcalel back on the jab, keeping that center of the ring. Overhand right by Alcalel. Oh, there we go. Gomez and Alcalel bump their heads a little bit as Gomez try to throw a looping right hand, hits air. Looks like they butted heads a little bit, but sportsman-like conduct. Alcalel back up the middle, doubles up on the jab with a straight right hand up the middle. Gomez tries to leap in and initiates a clinch. Both these guys good about breaking these clinches without the referee, though. They'll do the clinches, but they'll kind of amicably agree to separate off the clinches and get back to it. Listen, man, Gomez, a great dancing partner for Alakel tonight or this morning. Real good dancing partner. Staying there in front of him. Beautiful. Straight right hand by Alakel over the top. But Gomez responds quickly with an overhand right of his own, letting him know, young bull, it's going to take more than that to get the old bull down. It's going to take a long time. A lot harder punches than that to get me down. Oh, man, overhand right catches Gomez on the way out. Alakel letting his hands go, tries to catch him with a right uppercut, left to the body, back to a right uppercut, overhand right, left uppercut up the middle of the guard. Gomez leaps with a left hook, hits nothing but air, trying to feint and trick Alakel into do something, but Alakel knows the assignment, man. I'm going to establish a distance, and my punches are going to hit you right on the end. We're not doing that mid-range fight, brother. That's your job to do a mid-range fight, but if you're going to stand there, I'm going to let these hands go right from here. Boom, beautiful left uppercut right up the middle as Alakel jumps over the top with a left hook, misses, hits nothing but air. Gomez. Gomez comes over the top with a left hook, hits nothing but air. Alakel trying to come up the middle and catch him with that right uppercut. Caught him with it for all intents and purposes, right? Let's see. Alakel feinting, trying to get, God, I keep saying Alakel. Gomez feinting, trying to pull Alakel into something here, trying to help him clear that void. Can you come across the middle so I could do something? Beautiful. Straight left to the body by Gomez, meets with a 1-2-3 punch combination by Alakel on his way out. Go that way. Go that way, says Alakel. Go that way. Boom, beautiful, beautiful. Alakel showing you the footwork. Gomez initiates the clinch, asks the referee for some help on getting hit in the back of the head. Referee says, keep fighting. I didn't see it. If I ain't seen it, it happened. Beautiful, beautiful left uppercut to the body of Gomez by Alakel. We're at the end of 6 rounds, man. One side of the fair with a competitive fight. Nonetheless, Alakel definitely walks away with a unanimous decision, but I think he was letting his hands go good in this fight, man. I think he had a good showing, man. He looks a little bit down and out with the result. Looks like he wanted that stoppage to happen, but it doesn't always go. These guys don't always go away, but he was letting his hands go. He was hitting them up with good uppercuts. He was setting them up, great body shots by Alakel in this fight. He looks a little disappointed, though. You can't help but see the disappointment a little bit as his corner tries to speak life to him and let him know, like, yeah, we're going to learn from this, right? What did we do wrong in this? We're going to go back and learn, but you're growing, young bull. You're growing, man. It was a 6-round fight. He got something to work on. I think we got something with this kid, Alakel. Great foundation to build on. Obviously, he's still a prospect. But clearly you can see that he wanted to impress and that he wanted to kind of showcase for Saudi Arabia tonight and kind of make his presence felt. Might be feeling like he didn't do that. But look, man, I think the kid did pretty good tonight, man. I'm actually excited to see him in his next fight and see what happens with him. It is what it is. Alakel was disappointed that he didn't get that stoppage. Yeah, Big Sarge. Looks like he's a little bit underwhelmed about the result. But I mean, that's kind of a good thing, right? He expects to bet. He expects more from himself. This is a shutout fight. He won every single round, but Mohammed Alakel. Yeah, man. Yeah, he gave him that hug, but he doesn't look like he's very happy about it. Taking his victory, but doesn't seem that excited about what's going on here. Somebody needs to talk to him, man. Somebody needs to talk to him, let him know, man. Come on, let's be excited, man. You did a good job, man. You did a good job. Yeah. Can't be that way, man. Can't be that way, Alakel. It's all good, man. There you go. Smile, man. It's a win, baby. It's another win. You're undefeated, brother. You're undefeated on prospect, man. It's all good, man. I saw a lot of good things going on in that fight, man. Nothing to hold your head down about. Nothing to hold your head down about, man. Melo said he's 3-0, so I can leave with it. I see his boxing IQ, though. Definitely, right, Melo? Definitely can see the 3-0. Man, he did a good job, man. He was letting his hands go. He was hitting them with a lot of good shots, a lot of clean shots, catching them with uppercuts. But he had a live one in Gomez tonight, who also had the experience coming into the fight, right? But, I mean, some great straight right hands. They're showing the highlight reels here, round by round, of him just doing great things. And look at his straight right hand right down the middle. A lot of good uppercuts. They're not showing the uppercuts. He was catching with them uppercuts on the way in. Boom, boom, left, right over the top. Yeah. good performance by Muhammad Alakel, man. Looking forward to seeing him on these future cards. Oh, salute Echo in the building. Say how you doing too in the chat. Can't stay. Just wanted to say a quick hi to you in the chat. Looking forward to the main fights. Anyway, keep up the good work. Thank you, Echo. I appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Let's see here. Mello says he probably not a puncher, and Gomez probably got a chin too. Yeah, exactly. And he's young. I don't know how old he is, but you know, you got to wait for that man strength to kick in and all those things to kick in before we can really judge him as far as how effective of a puncher he is. But listen, he's letting his hands go. He's connecting with shots and he's going for it, right? He's letting his hands go. And he's hitting them with hard shots. Maybe they're not hard enough. But in due time, we'll see what that turns into. But I could definitely see him by the time he hits about like 10, 12 fights. I could definitely see him in some conversations. Yeah, guys. Yeah, Big Sarge. Either that, maybe. You know, Turkey ain't scared to let him know we need a knockout. I was thinking how Tank flexes money in other fighters, but he say he don't like Turkey flexing his money. Yeah, Mello. We got a couple people in the building. Don't forget to hit the like buttons as you are in the building, and definitely subscribe to the channel if you haven't taken the opportunity to do that yet. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. I appreciate everybody who showed up so far, thus far. Look like Dimitri Bivol talking about it. Now, Dimitri Bivol, Artur Beterbiev is going to be an interesting fight. What do we got here in the chat? Who do we got winning this fight? Let me know who you guys got winning in this fight. I think it's going to be interesting. I'll give you the intangibles in this fight, guys. The intangibles in this fight are Artur Beterbiev's knee. It's fair to say that, in my opinion, I think we're going to see a more athletic Artur Beterbiev. But I'll ask you guys if you think that. We got Artur Beterbiev who's saying if he's going to improve on anything, he wants to showcase his boxing more in this fight. That's what he says, right? He wants to showcase his boxing a lot more in this fight. That kind of to me, what it says is I didn't get to showcase that too much in the last fight. And you got to ask yourself, why didn't he showcase that in the last fight a lot? I think it's going to have a lot to do with that knee, the athleticism, just being aware of that knee and not wanting to re-injure it, taking his time and just kind of letting Bivol dictate the athletic pace of the fight to a degree. But the danger and the power that he brought to the ring was always the determining factor as far as Bivol was concerned. He didn't want to overcommit to his offense and get caught up by Artur Beterbiev. Going in this fight, Dimitri Bivol actually plans on being more aggressive. He feels like he needs to let his hands go more. He wants to be more offensive, maybe even go for a stoppage with Artur Beterbiev. Well, this might be a dream come true stylistically for Artur Beterbiev, right? Somebody who now is coming in the ring more confident on his knee, understands that he needs to also make changes in how he approached the fight, because arguably lost the last fight. On paper, won it. But if he's going to be honest with himself, a super competitive fight that a lot of people thought he lost. So in a way, he has to kind of get his victory as well. He wants to make it clear as well, as the last fight was very close. What differences can he make? Athleticism, cutting off the ring better, right? That way he can set up his punches a lot better. And if he has a Dimitri Bivol who's willing to make this a team effort and pick up his pace and let his hands go a lot more, I'm leaning towards Artur Beterbiev to kind of like have the biggest difference maker and walk away with the victory. That's what I think. Let's see 2 cents. I thought Bivol won the first fight. Tough to get against Beterbiev. He can take it and dish it at a high level. Yeah, man. I think we're going to see a more athletic Beterbiev in this fight. A way more athletic Beterbiev. That's what I'm hoping to see, cutting off the ring a lot better, not allowing Bivol to just dictate the pace, not be waiting on Bivol, maybe be first a lot in this fight. Maybe he's looking to do that. Let's be first, and let's catch Bivol letting his hands go and be right there to catch him in the middle of his punches and stop Bivol this time around. Let's kind of make a statement, man. Let's let him remember that I walked into this fight with a 100% knockout ratio for a reason, right? Bivol definitely needs to win the championship rounds. Bivol, right? Yeah. Let's see here. Let's see here. Turn this on right quick. Save. We got 28 people in the building. Salute, salute. I didn't know Virgil Hunter was training Buatsi. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know that. That's crazy. Buatsi in the back, letting his hands go a little bit here. What time is it? 12:17. Is he getting ready? I don't know. He got the gloves on, or are you doing mitt work back there? Is he next? Is he next up? What do you guys think about this Caleb Smith Buatsi fight? I gave you my opinions on it. What you guys got on the 40? They're talking about Caleb Smith and Joshua Buatsi right now. I done told you guys already. Shut off. Put the volume down. You good right here, man. I told you guys already what to expect. Caleb Smith, 1 foot out the door, man. He's gonna have to show out tonight and show that he's really trying to compete at the highest level. And Joshua Buatsi has to separate himself from the pack tonight. He's the youth. He's the future of the light heavyweight division. He's in the conversations with David Benavidez. He's in the conversations with David Morrell. He's in the conversations of getting a winner potentially between Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol, even though David Benavidez is supposed to be the one. But at the end of the day, he holds an interim title. He needs to show out tonight. 19 wins, 13 knockouts. He's been kind of down and out a little bit on his knockouts, lackluster performances, past couple performances. You got to let his hands go, man. Got to let his hands go. Keep this a mid-range fight with Caleb Smith. Caleb's going to want to keep the distance, keep him at the end of the punches. But look, Caleb gets discouraged when he starts getting hit with those shots. When it becomes that inside mid-range fight, he starts to kind of give up a little bit when he can't move around the ring and establish that distance. It kind of sort of happened with Artur Beterbiev, right? When Artur Beterbiev was moving around and cutting the ring off on him and shrinking the size of the ring, Caleb Smith kind of got frustrated a little bit, and again, stopped in that fight. This is a fight where Joshua Buatsi, I think, could implement a very similar game plan to what Artur Beterbiev did. Cut that ring off, keep it mid-range, stay inside, hit him with get a lot of body work going up in there. But ultimately, let's get this guy out of here. I think we can do it. Yeah, Mello. Virgil Hunter is Keisha Cole's daddy. Yup. That's her father. Big Sarge says, I got Caleb Smith if it goes a distance, but Buatsi if the fight ends by stoppage. Okay. Liam Smith talking a little bit on his brother right now. Basically saying that Caleb Smith is somebody who's driven by goals, not by money. I mean, that's a good thing to have in you in a fight like this. That's what I'm talking about, right? Caleb needs to have he needs a bigger picture that he's committed to. It can't be one fight at a time on a stage like this. Why are you here, Caleb Smith? And that's going to get answered in the ring, right? Those questions are going to get answered in the ring for Caleb Smith. Why are you still here? In your last fight, you fought a guy, 20 plus fights, 14 losses. You stopped him, but it was an 8-round fight, right? The fight before that was against Artur Beterbiev. You know what I mean? You got beat up in that fight pretty good, and you were talking about retiring, but if something drove you to say, let me try it one more time. What is it that drove you? What is it that drove you, and is it enough to hold you down in this fight? Because this is a big fight for you, especially if you're talking about your goals and you're not talking about money. Well, all right, then. I like to hear that. That's what's up. Let's fight for goals. What is the goal for Caleb Smith? You trying to be champion again? You want to get that rematch with Artur Beterbiev? You think you fixed the wrinkles in your game that made you not be able to move around that ring? Do you believe in yourself and your ability to do that? Hopefully his brother Liam Smith is on the same page as his brother Caleb. Hopefully Liam got a good finger on the pulse of what Caleb Smith is thinking. Bro, this man Virgil Hunter just breeds talent, literally 100%. We all know Virgil Hunter for one of his best accomplishments, his best creations, and Andre Ward. Remember what he did with him, obviously. That's a plus for Joshua Buatsi to have somebody like that in his corner every day of the week. 2 Cents said we're gonna have to look at this Porter outfit all day. Yeah, man. Looks like that's what it's gonna be. Yo, Porter's suit is suit out, bro. It's ugly, man. Man. Yeah. Well, right now they're talking about that David Benavidez talk. I told you your boy Clay got his finger on the pulse of this thing, man. I'm not trying to pull my own, but this is the truth, man. I'm telling you guys, man. This is a big fight in the light heavyweight division. You got David Benavidez sitting ringside right now, looking at Caleb Smith and Joshua Buatsi, looking at Dimitri Bivol and Artur Beterbiev. You know what I mean? There's a lot of light heavyweight presence in the building and on this card tonight, as well as the heavyweight division has good presence in the on the card tonight. You know, G Caballel and Zhilei Zhang on this card fighting for a WBC interim title, and of course late replacement Martin Bakole fighting against Joseph Parker. Listen, we can legitimately see the winners of both these heavyweight fights fighting each other down the line, right? So, you know, you see Joseph Parker winning. He could very well be fighting the winner of G Caballel and Zhilei Zhang. If indeed Daniel Dubois, you know, I'm hearing Alexander Usyk tweeted this morning that he's looking to fight Daniel Dubois next, whether he fights Joseph Parker or not. So, you know, Daniel Dubois hearing that, I'm sure that he's probably going to be more focused on Alexander Usyk. Probably won't fight the winner of Joseph Parker and Martin Bakole over Usyk opportunity. So who is the winner of those fights going to fight? Probably the winner of a G Caballel and Zhilei Zhang, right? We'll see what happens, though. Oh, we got Caleb Smith getting ready to come in the ring. I guess it's time, man. I was wrong about the time. It's 12:30. Caleb Smith on his way to the ring right now. Caleb Smith looks like, I don't know if it's a stoicism or what it is, but he's kind of scary looking, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kind of a scary looking guy in his own right, right? Caleb Smith stepping inside the ring right now. Listen, man, on Mundo Autism, representing for autism. Yeah, Caleb Smith in the ring right now. Well, I was wrong. I thought this would be the opening for the main card at around 2:00. I guess it's going down right now, right? Let's have at it. Ben Shalom in the ring right now. And they're bringing in Joshua Buatsi, calling Buatsi. They got that old picture of Joshua Buatsi. Buatsi got the haircut. He got the haircut, shaved off the beard, shaved off the mustache, ready to take that walk. Take that Green Mile walk, or is it his walk to glory? Is it a death sentence? Is he walking to the electric chair, or is he walking to glory? We about to find out. Two Cent said, "I think both these guys are quality mid." You know what it is. I'm gonna tell you 2 cents in my opinion. What it come down to, it come down to the fights, right? Like the fights are either great or they're not, right? Like you got stylistically, you may have two fighters in the ring right now that may be mid fighters but deliver premium fight, right? Real good fight because they're stylistically matched up correctly, or it could be a boring fight. I've seen, you go back to a Floyd Mayweather and a Manny Pacquiao fight, for example, two great fighters in their own right, Hall of Famers in their own right. You know, records speak volumes of their accomplishments, but get in the ring and give you a dud fight, right? So it's about the fight at the end of the night. Stylistically, how do these guys add up against each other? What kind of fight are they going to deliver to us as fans? Maybe 2 mid fighters is what this kind of fight needs to give us the kind of fight we need that we want to see. Clay did see Shields got suspended for testing positive for weed. Yeah, she's having a good time. She's living her best life, man. She's smoking trees. That's what happens when you date a rapper, though. Take that risk, right? But at least she's happy. That's a good thing, man. She's accomplished so much, man. Damn the commission and her weed, you know what I mean? And her getting hit off of weed. At least she happy. Talking about having kids next year. That girl letting Pap shoot the club up, man. She in a good space. Pap up in there being a dog. Shout out to Pap. Pap up in there, you know what I mean? Shout out Pap. Brooklyn in the house. You know what I mean? Brooklyn in the building. Had Clarissa over there in Tim's, right? With the fanny fur on. Shout out to Pap, you know what I'm saying? 2 Cents says, absolutely, Clay Styles make fight a great fight. Doesn't depend on talent. 100% correct. Yeah, I mean, it depends on talent a little bit, you know what I mean? But that matchmaking is a slept on skill set, art form, right? Matchmaking it's within itself a skill set to make good matches. You know what I mean? Competitive fights, get those right fighters in front of each other to give that right product to the fan. Yeah, man. Oh, wow. Hey, man, you seen him, man. You seen him with them Timbs on. Mello said, imagine Turkey put 2 cards on in one day, 11-7 Saudi and US 7-11. That would be crazy. LOL. Yeah. We got 2 Hall of Famer, future Hall of Famer trainers in the ring as well. Buddy McGurk working with Caleb Smith and Virgil Hunter working with Joshua Buatsi. So, you know what I mean? I expect this to be a real great fight just off the strength of the talent in the ring, as well as the instruction that's going to be happening in the corner. This fight should be real competitive. Joshua Buatsi got my favorite color on, that money green team. You heard? I'm going with Buatsi on this one, man. Holding up that WBO interim title with pride. One of these guys right here might be fighting David Benavidez next, guys, depending on the results of the Beterbiev and Artur Beterbiev and Dimitri Bivol fight. If Dimitri Bivol wins that fight, we can argue that Turkey's going to give them that trilogy. David Benavidez is probably looking at one of these guys right here in his next fight if he doesn't move up the cruiserweight to fight Zurdo Ramirez. But look, David Benavidez is in Riyadh season right now. He's ringside. He's not here for any reason. He doesn't need to be here for Zurdo Ramirez. I'm thinking his eyes are focused on the results of this fight a little bit close right now, and of course on the Beterbiev Bivol fight at the end of the night. Instructions have been given. Buatsi in the corner offering salat, praying, doing some dua in the morning, looking for some blessings going into this fight right here. Caleb Smith about ready. We're about to be at the top of the first round. Let's get it. Both men step up to the middle of the ring. Buatsi stands. They both seem to be just testing each other, testing each other's range, not letting their hands go. Buatsi doubles up with a jab, really hits him clean with that two left hands straight down the middle. By Buatsi, Caleb Smith trying to let that jab off. Buatsi responds, hit him with a jab again, doubles up on the jab. Right now, Buatsi winning the jab game, the distance game. There we go. Caleb Smith comes over the top with a straight jab, but hits him up with a right uppercut, a right hook to the body, initiates the clinch. Inside fight. Buatsi working him on the inside very well, working him inside, hitting them with body shots and uppercuts. They seem to be trying to fight physically. Let's see who's strong here. Buatsi backing Caleb Smith back up off, establishes the distance, keeping it a mid-range fight. Doing a good job, in my opinion, of keeping this mid-range. Caleb Smith looks like the answer for all this mid-range action are going to be short uppercuts. But Buatsi winning it like I thought he would. Down to the body, 2 right hands to the body, comes right over the top with a right hook. It's an inside clinch game. This is a Buatsi style fight right now, in my opinion. Caleb Smith back against the ropes, not winning the inside fight here. The ref letting them work, but separates them at this point. They're back center of the ring. Caleb Smith shoots first, hits him with a jab, says, I'm going to be first right here. They're standing in the middle of the ring, not giving up real estate. Buatsi standing his ground, staying in that high guard. Caleb peppering him one jab at a time. Just trying to feel that range, establish the range here. Straight left hand to the body, level change, straight left hand up top. Calum on that jab, back on that jab, right down the middle. Straight right hand by Calum, tries to hit him with an uppercut on the way in. Nice straight job by Calum Smith, doubling up on that jab. Calum Smith finding a lot of opportunities there with that right hook to the body, back on that jab. Calum winning these exchanges, nice. Calum Smith back on the right hand to the body, uppercut. Okay, Calum Smith falls over, loses his balance, trips up. Calum Smith looking good here. Overhand right, double up on the jab, back to the back body with Calum Smith. Calum putting his punches together well right now. Doing a good job putting his hands together, putting those punches together on Joshua Buatsi. We have 40 seconds going into the end of the first quarter here. Calum just pawing at that jab, using it as a range fighter at this point, keeping him honest, straight jab to the body. Doing a good job establishing that distance. Buatsi sitting here with the high guard, trying and Calum trying to break in between that high guard with an uppercut back on the jab. Buatsi just trying to apply pressure, but not letting his hands go in this round. At the end of this round right now, Calum probably stealing this round at this point. Nice straight jab by Buatsi, pinning him up, making it mid-range. There we go. Hits him with 2 shots to the body. Referee warns Buatsi. I'm not sure if he thought he hit him too low or what happened there, but there was a warning there for sure. Was he? That was a little bit of an early warning. I'm not too sure what happened. If he's saying he was, I'm not too sure what that was all about. But that ring right there can go either way. I would say Buatsi took the first half of that round. Calum Smith took the second half of that round. Depending on what you like and what you don't like, you might go one way or the other. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of think I'm gonna go with Buatsi. I thought he ended the round better. He started landing shots again, working that mid-range game, had Calum Smith back against the ropes. But at the same time, Calum Smith did do enough to where I wouldn't be mad if you gave him that round. This ain't going the distance. Clay, you're a hell of a commentator. Thank you, Blade Brown. Thank you, brother. Yeah. Yeah. Buatsi working on keeping it mid-range. Seems like he's way more successful keeping it mid-range. That's where he's going to be successful at. It seems like when it was at a distance, you saw Calum Smith kind of capitalizing off there. I don't know what Virgil told him, but let's see how it affects Buatsi's. Top of the round 2, both guys at the center of the ring. Calum Smith back on the jab. Buatsi staying there, doubling up on the jab, taking his time, doubling up on the jab. Yeah, they're right there in the middle, man. Equal. Stylistically, these guys are making for a great fight. In the clinch right there. There we go. Kind of waiting to see what the ref. There we go. Buatsi comes right up the middle out that clinch with a right uppercut over the top with a left hook. Back up the middle with a right uppercut. Staying chest to chest with Calum Smith, neutralizing a lot of Calum Smith's attributes. His power being at the end of his punches a lot. Buatsi seemed to be doing a good job of trying to smother Calum trying to make space in there, hit him with short shots on the inside, uppercuts in the middle. Buatsi catches him on his way out with the left hook as Calum Smith was trying to break out of a clinch. Buatsi followed him right out with the left hook. Referee separates them, and they're back in the middle of the ring. Calum trying to stay on that jab and keep that distance, establish that distance. Beautiful. Walks him into a nice left uppercut. Calum walks into a left uppercut right there. Buatsi trying to close the space up, comes over the top with a left hook of his own. Connects with Calum. Calum sitting there trying to work on the inside, attack that body, but more importantly, trying to establish that distance as Buatsi is pushing back at that, back on that jab, trying to close, apply pressure to Calum Smith and trying to smother the power of Calum Smith. Calum doing a decent job, though, finding his opportunities to establish that distance and catching Buatsi at the end of those jabs. Let's see what we're looking at here. Thank you, man. Okay. Calum with a straight overhand right, left hook to the body. Ooh, it was good, but I just burnt the shit out my mouth. But that tea is bomb. It's fired. It was burnt inside of my whole grill piece, bro. Did it bad to myself, guys. I just did it bad to myself. There we go. Buatsi closing it up. We at going on 40 seconds at the bottom of the second round. I don't know, man. Another swing round, close round. You're watching Caleb finding some success up there with those uppercuts in the middle, working decent for the most part on the inside. But I'll be honest with you, Buatsi finding his success on the inside. Caleb kind of making it happen everywhere. You can argue that Caleb Smith is taking this round right now. We're at 20 seconds at the bottom of the first quarter. Caleb Smith hitting him with uppercuts, hooks, staying on that jab. Buatsi kind of respecting that jab a little bit, not being as successful in this round, smothering Caleb Smith's power. I think I'm going to give this round to Caleb Smith, man. I think we got it 1-1 right now. I'll give Buatsi the first round. Maybe some of you guys gave Caleb Smith the first round. It was a swing round. So it's either 2-0 Caleb Smith or 1-up right now, 1 round apiece at the end of the second round. What you guys got for the score right now? Yeah, Alakel kind of being interviewed right now, communicating how he wasn't pleased with the performance. Says he wasn't listening to his corner, but plans on going back to the board with his coach to go over it. He has to sit down and watch it. You can clearly see Muhammad Alakel takes his career very seriously. He really is passionate about the sport, man. Really being hard on himself right now, but trying to be a victorious fighter right now, but at the same time having a hard time hiding his disappointment in the performance, right, guys? It is what it is. Big Sarge has a 2-0 Smith. I ain't mad at you, brother. I ain't mad at you, man. That first round was real close, but I do think that second round kind of stood on its own. Caleb Smith definitely took that round. Let's see what Virgil Hunter's instruction has got Buatsi doing. Look, Buatsi's still staying on the outside. I'm kind of shocked at that, guys. I'm going to be real with you. I thought Buatsi would make this way more of a mid-range fight, would jump in. He looks like he's trying to win the boxing match with Caleb Smith, which I don't think is the best plan. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't expect him to stay out here like this. Thought he'd fight more of an inside game. And to be honest with you, I don't see Buatsi pressed to make this fight what it needs to be. There we go. Buatsi has him against the ropes right now, letting his hands go. But for some reason, initiates a weird clinch right there. I don't know why he wouldn't just keep taking advantage of that and let Caleb Smith initiate the clinch, right? But, allowing the ref to come in and separates him just brings him back to the center of the ring. And there Caleb is doing what he does at the end of his punches, winning the reach game. I don't know. We'll see if anything changes. Buatsi, again, has him against the ropes. Opportunities to work something mid-range, but once again, initiating a clinch as he's against the rope. You got to think the referee's going to get involved in a minute here. There he is, pulls him right apart. They're right back in the center of the ring, and Caleb is working the inside, hits him with a beautiful left hook to the body. Try to hit him with an uppercut, but Caleb is doing a great job working him in the mid-range, turns him off the ropes, catch him off with a left hook right there, left hook to the body, left uppercut, back to left hook. He's hitting him with some shots. Buatsi's pressing him, but getting hit a lot more than I think he wants to get hit. Caleb Smith going on 1 minute and 20 seconds in the middle of the third round. Caleb Smith is running away with this, in my opinion. Back on that straight jab and that left hook. Caleb Smith doubling up, tripling up on that jab. Buatsi trying to initiate something, but once again, ending up in these clinches and not capitalizing off the opportunities that are there for him in that mid-range. He's just not doing it. He's not doing it. Let's see here, man. Back on the distance. Buatsi back on the outside, working right there where Caleb Smith needs them to be. This is where Caleb Smith wants Joshua Buatsi. This is where he wants him at. Buatsi just sitting out there, and Caleb Smith just starting to pick him off. Nice. Caught him with a nice. Buatsi catches him. Caleb Smith is on janky legs. Buatsi definitely caught him with a nice uppercut to the body and caught him with some hooks. Hurt Caleb Smith. And one could say he was getting tripped up a little bit, but here comes Caleb Smith with a straight right hand of his own, back to applying pressure. Buatsi, no press. You just hurt this man. This man was on shaky legs, and he's not pressing Caleb Smith. I'm kind of shocked by the way Buatsi's approaching this match, man. And every time they get in the mid-range, he's initiating his clinch, giving the ref an excuse to separate them, and now he's back to trying to find his way back on the inside. I mean, I don't know what Buatsi's doing, man. I really don't. He's sitting outside at the end of these punches. There he goes. Caleb Smith finds him again with a straight right hand, letting his hands go. Where is the resolve from Buatsi to press Caleb Smith and to smother these shots? He had a nice little moment in this round, but you got to be honest. You're probably giving that round to Caleb Smith if you're going to be honest with yourself. Even though Buatsi had that little bit of success there, you got to go with Caleb Smith. Me personally, I'll go 2-1. I'm sure a lot of you guys got it 3-0. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't like what I see coming from Buatsi. Thought I'd see a lot more hunger from him. Thought I'd see a lot more pressure coming from him, a lot more resolve. I thought he would show just more than I'm seeing him show. Yeah, they're beautiful. They showing that left hook that hit him to the body right there. Then over the top. Right there. Boom. Boom. Nice. It was a nice left hand right to the middle of the body. But I'll be honest with you, don't even know if Caleb Smith was as hurt as he looked. Looks like he was trying to get low and get out of there and really kind of almost got tripped up a little bit. I need Buatsi to show me something, man. I need him to press his fight. I don't know what Virgil Hunter's telling him in that corner, but this outside sitting at the distance, this is what Caleb Smith wants. You got to think Caleb Smith wants Buatsi to stay fighting the way he is right there. Just, opportunities for Caleb Smith to capitalize. He has no pressure. He's able to just kind of pick his shots, let his hands go as he sees fit. And ultimately Buatsi's just catching a lot of shots, running into a lot of shots right now. We got Chris Manning's scoring card, got it looking like me personally. Actually, no, he gave Buatsi that last round and gave Smith the first 2 rounds. So still 2-1. Let's see here. Big Sarge says the Smith bodywork is keeping Buatsi on the outside. Is that what it is? Okay, maybe. Big Sarge says 3-0 Smith. I can't even be mad at you, man. I can't even be mad at you. Yeah, look, Caleb Smith is picking them apart. That body work, investing in it. I told you guys this was the year of the body snatchers. This is definitely the year of investing in the body. And Caleb Smith is running a straight masterclass on working that body, hitting them on the body, catching them in between the shots with uppercuts, really working with him. Barry is back at the body again. Buatsi trying to respond with his own body work, over the top with a left hook, right hook by Buatsi, trying to do something on the inside. Actually, Buatsi fighting a better round this round. Actually fighting a way better round, making it a mid-range fight. But look, Caleb Smith got answers for that inside game. Beautiful. Buatsi with an right uppercut and an over-the-hand left hook, back on the left hook, back on the right hook, back on the left hook again. Winning this round right now, putting the pressure. Looks like he's starting to work a little bit of a cut over the right eye of Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith doubles up with an uppercut and ends it with the left hook to the body. Back over the top with a right hook again. Backward over the top of the right hook. Back down to the body by Caleb Smith. Working on the inside. He's doing the work on the inside. Joshua over the top with a straight right hand. Bam, with a nice uppercut right up the middle. Joshua having a decent round. Over the top with a left hand. Back over the top with a right hand. Keeping it mid-range. This is where I want to see Buatsi at, guys. I want to see Buatsi keeping it close like this, chest to chest. When he has him up against the ropes, I want to see him working the way he is. Let's get that work rate up. Buatsi winning this round right now. I'm leaning towards Buatsi right now in this round. Beautiful Buatsi with a nice tight left hook, back, nice uppercut right up the middle, working the body right there, working Smith. Smith kind of taking this round off, laying up against the ropes as Buatsi's taking advantage of Smith staying still against the ropes and letting his hands go, taking this round right now. Smith with a nice left hook, uppercut right up the middle of Buatsi. Buatsi initiates a clinch. Ref separates him. Guess where they're at, guys? Back to the center of the ring. That cut is opening up over the right eye of Caleb Smith, starting to actually show the blood coming down the side of his face a little bit right there. I don't know if that's from a headbutt or if that's a shot initiated by Buatsi. Buatsi hitting with a nice left hook again. Now over the top right hook. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to give that round to Buatsi, as well as say that I think Buatsi's taking some of this momentum. Smith looking like he's starting to. Remember that I told you guys, when the fight gets tough, the fighter who has that foot out the game, what's he going to do in that moment? Caleb Smith was looking great in the beginning of this fight, but Buatsi is legitimately starting to take a little bit of the air out of his tires. You kind of see it a little bit. Let's see if Caleb can pick it back up in his next round. But I got the scorecards 2-up right now as I'm giving Buatsi that final round right there, and also saying I'm seeing a little bit of a momentum change. Buatsi did a good job of making this a mid-range fight, smothering Caleb Smith, making him work to get out of those situations, and it may be actually starting to turn into Caleb Smith slowing down a little bit. I'm going to give it 2-up right now. I see Big Sarge has a 3-1 Smith. Let's see what happens. Going in, top of the 5th round here. Caleb looking at it, looking somewhere out there, looking for some motivation. We're at the top of the 5th round. Buatsi meets Caleb Smith right back in. There Buatsi is. Let's see if he stays at that campaign. Caleb trying to come out with some fire, level changing. You know what I mean? Up, down with the jab, trying to catch him with the hooks. Buatsi keeping that pressure on him, though. Back on that jab. Oh man, Caleb Smith almost caught him with that left hook. Boom, Buatsi working him, hit him with that jab, slipping Caleb Smith's attempt to hit him with a jab and just getting right up the middle there with his own jab, doubling up on the jab. But here Buatsi is again, I'm telling you guys, standing in the middle of the ring, not closing that void. I mean, this is Caleb Smith's world. Although I got Buatsi being more effective right now on the distance, but you got to think, boom, there we go. Buatsi hit him with 2-3 jabs, just really picking him off, looking like he's, oh man, nice right hand by Caleb Smith. Long way away, came up with a right hand over the top. I'm not sure if Buatsi caught it or if he slipped it a little bit, kind of turned with it a little bit. Don't think it necessarily caught him, but let me see here. Caleb coming over the top of the right. Caleb doubling up, tripling up on that jab, keeping that distance. Beautiful. Buatsi hits him with a jab and it gets right underneath Caleb's counterpunch, but not taking advantage of it. Caleb Smith letting go and attacking that body, man. Attacking that body. Caleb Smith over the top of ref warns him about hitting him in the back of the head, hitting him over that ear. Buatsi kind of taking his stance, pushing him with his shoulder, working him into the ropes. What are you going to do with it, though, once you get him in the ropes? What are you doing? Caleb Smith punches his way out of the drama off the ropes, hitting him with a lot of shots. Buatsi's getting peppered a little bit. That body's getting worked by Caleb Smith. Beautiful body work by Caleb Smith. Over the top right hand by Caleb Smith off the body, working uppercut up the middle, trying to find his opportunities. Buatsi doesn't seem to be discouraged, still walking Caleb Smith back, but Caleb letting his hands go. Buatsi back on the jab, pause, knocks the mouthpiece of Buatsi out of his mouth. Ref separates him, time out. Let's go ahead and get that mouthpiece put back in Buatsi's mouth. But that mouthpiece came out due to a nice tight left hook by Caleb Smith, knocked that mouthpiece clean out his mouth. Listen, man, Buatsi has to work that mid-range game better, man. He's not winning this outside war. I don't like the way he looks out here out in the distance. Caleb is winning these punches. I don't know what he's doing. Straight right hand by Caleb Smith. Buatsi pressing him back in the mid-range now where I want him. This is where I want to see Buatsi at. Listen, Buatsi got a chin on him, working him. A little bit of a low blow there with the left hand, but the ref ain't see it, so it ain't illegal. Initiates a clinch. I don't like these clinches being initiated by Joshua Buatsi and allowing the ref to separate them. He should be way more busy when Caleb Smith is on those ropes, letting his hands go. I don't understand. Just to bring them back out. There he is, back against the rope. Buatsi doubles up the jab, gets him right against the ropes, back in the mid-range. Beautiful. Buatsi letting go of the body shots inside. And Caleb Smith, he lets him off the hook. Buatsi lets him off the hook. Caleb hits him with 2 right uppercuts. There we go. Now Buatsi's back against the rope, and Caleb Smith is letting the hands go. I'm telling you guys, man, I think Buatsi needs to press this fight a lot more. Nice on the end of that jab. There we go. Caleb Smith. There we go. Caleb Smith picking him apart from the outside. Man, bro, you got to give Caleb Smith that round. You got to give Buatsi that round. Although Caleb is digging deep right now, but he's winning these rounds. We got Anthony Yardy, who's also looking at the winner of this fight, right? I need to let this tea cool down. I ain't gonna lie to you. This tea's doing something dirty, burning my mouth, but it tastes good as hell. My wife just gave me this tea. It is hitting. It is hot. Yeah, you got it 4-1 Smith. I got it 3-2 Smith. 3-2 Smith. Clinches tell me that the stamina is lacking 2 cents. You think so on the Buatsi side, right? Because he's the one initiating these clinches. Smith body shot hurt Buatsi. Yeah, man, they starting to come through. I got a 3-2 Smith. This fight is definitely still there for Buatsi, but he needs to close a gap up on this, and I need to see him work his mid-range. But Buatsi lets off, punches off first in him with a jab, doubles up on a jab. The thing about it is Caleb Smith getting an opportunity to think, right? Take his time and think. Buatsi's not pressuring him. So when Caleb Smith is sitting out there with those establishing that range, he's getting an opportunity to see Buatsi set up punch combinations. He's able to set up shots to the body. He has no pressure on him. And Buatsi's job is to put this pressure on Smith in this fight. Oh, man, nice. Smith caught him with a nice left hook. Kind of looks like it put Buatsi on his toes a little bit, but Buatsi's saying it doesn't hurt, pressing Smith right back again. Not doing as much as I think he should be doing. There he goes, initiating the clinch. What does the ref do? Separating him, putting him right back where Caleb wants him. It doesn't make any sense to me. Buatsi, man, a little disappointed in Buatsi's performance tonight. Very disappointed, man. I don't see him doing nothing with a David Benavidez fighting the way he's fighting, man. Nice body shot by Caleb Smith, letting their hands go. Body shot, letting their hands go with hooks, catching Buatsi. Buatsi catches him with a nice short left hook inside. They're working, but he's not working on the inside. He's not letting his hands go. Just standing there and letting Caleb Smith pick him off. Another left hook to the body by Caleb Smith. No, beautiful uppercut. Another body shot by Caleb Smith. It is, I don't know. I don't see, yeah, I don't know. I don't get it, champ. What's he doing? Beautiful shot. Caleb, Buatsi's hurt. Buatsi's hurt as he's trying to clinch and hold on to Caleb Smith. Buatsi catches him. Caleb catches him with a left hook. Buatsi's hurt. He's hurt. Nice straight right hand by Caleb. Nice left hook by Caleb Smith. What is Buatsi going to do? Buatsi hurt again with a right hand. Another left hook. Double left hook by Caleb Smith. Over the hand right, left. Right hand by Caleb Smith. Buatsi's against the ropes right now. Initiate a clinch now. You've been doing it the whole fight. Do it now. Do it now. Caleb Smith taking this away from Joshua Buatsi. Right hand by Caleb Smith. Double right hand by Caleb Smith. Left hook by Buatsi. One, double it up. Buatsi's out on his legs, man. He's out on his legs. Beautiful body. Straight to the body. Over the hand right by Caleb Smith. Over the hand right again by Caleb Smith. Buatsi's showing hard, but really just getting beaten down in this fight. It is what it is. Listen, man, this is what happens when you get on a 50-50 card. I was expecting a lot more from Joshua Buatsi in this fight. He's not pressing the action. He's not keeping this a mid-range fight. He's not working on the inside like he needs to. And he's just on a nice left hook by Buatsi. Looks like he hurt Caleb a little bit. Caleb backing up. Buatsi letting the hands go. On the ropes, letting his hands go. Buatsi has Caleb Smith on the ropes, hitting him. Bot to the body, working the body. We are at the end of the 5th round right now. Buatsi, did he steal this round? I don't think so. I don't think he stole this round, but at least he's showing some life. He's showing some life. We got Anthony Joshua and Frank Warren on the side of the ring, standing there right between Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren is Anthony Joshua, who's there. I wonder what he came to see tonight. The heavyweights are on the court, are on the card in rare form. Listen, Joshua Buatsi showing he got a little air in the tires, still there, was able to hurt Caleb Smith in that round. I'm still leaning towards giving Caleb Smith that round, but Buatsi showing some life at the end of that round, man, was able to actually hurt Caleb Smith. Man, come on, let's see if he can take the momentum that he got off that last round and make this a way more competitive fight. This fight is still well within the grasp of Joshua Buatsi. It's still right there for him to move. He's still in this fight. What we got on the scorecards here? Big Sarge has it 5-1. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've got it 4-2 at this point. I got it 4-2. I think Buatsi, Caleb Smith is definitely winning this fight, but the end of that round puts hope into this fight, but it still turned out to be a great fight. Let's see what happens. We are at the top of the 6th round. Buatsi starting to send the ring back, doubling up on that jab. Buatsi seeing and finding a little bit of a newfound motivation, ending the round that way has to make him feel like he's in this fight, doubling up on that jab. We can't forget that we saw him hurt in that last round and that he was kind of out on his feet. But look, man, showed the heart of a champion, man. Said, I'm not going out like that. We still got a fight in front of us. It's round 7, sorry. Round 7. Let's get it. Yeah, Chris Mannix has his scorecard 58-56. He gave Caleb Smith those last 2 rounds, but gave him round 3 and 4. Caleb Smith working him against the ropes. Again, Buatsi, I am not happy with the way. It looks like Buatsi's kind of charging up on his power shots, and he's shown that he's still in the fight, that he has more than a puncher's chance. Guys, remember I told you guys, this kid went 15-13, just started ultimately going to these decisions. Buatsi's been known to stop a lot of people, so his power is real. But he's definitely not winning rounds right now. So, you get to a point to where you start thinking that it's getting close to that point to where he's going to need a stoppage to win this fight. I got Big Sarge in the building here who has it 5-1. That means, 2 more rounds that go down for Caleb Smith. Buatsi's going to need to at least put him down to hope to win this fight. I've got it 4-2 for Joshua Buatsi, but still, both of us agree that Caleb Smith is winning this fight right now. What we got going on here? This about will Power Buatsi walk through that Smith might be done. Yeah, man. That Durkee, yeah, RC putting on these fights, isn't he? Caleb Smith doubling up on that work to the body. Buatsi, I'm trying not to be frustrated, but I don't like how he's not closing that distance. This is Caleb Smith's world. You're not putting no pressure on Caleb Smith. You're letting him sit out there, pick you off with these shots. And then when you get inside and you finally are able to get it inside, you're letting him beat you to the body. You're letting him hit you with hooks. And then you're initiating clinches where the ref is separating you guys, putting you right back in the situation that you was in. There goes Buatsi letting off some good power shots, some good hook shots over on Caleb Smith. I need him to close that range up. I really need him to take advantage of that. Caleb Smith, I mean, then again, Caleb Smith is winning it inside. I don't only need you to close it up. I need you to work when you get on the inside. Don't just close it up and initiate the clinch. Let's see what he does. We're heading to 20 seconds in the 7th round now. Caleb Smith pretty much dead round to a degree, giving Buatsi an opportunity to potentially steal this round right here. Throwing these jabs. I mean, for all intent and purposes, Buatsi probably has won this round. It looks like Caleb Smith took the round off. He's winning the jab war up in here, hitting with overhand rights. We're about over with in the 7th round. I'll give Buatsi that fight. I'll make this a 4-3 at this point, according to hopefully Big Sarge is on the same page to a degree. Big Sarge, what you got at 5-2? You gonna give Buatsi that last round, Big Sarge? Be nice to him. Give him that last round, Big Sarge. 5-2, baby. But I got it 4-3, but I think Big Sarge has it 5-2. Salute to Ross Cloud in the building. Big Sarge, don't even hear what you got. What's your scorecard? It's me and you doing this right now. What's your scorecard? You're thinking too hard. Yeah, BR. Yeah, Big Sarge said, yeah, he got it 5-2. He gave him that last round as well. All right, let's see, man. I got it 4-3. I'm with you, BR. I got it 4-3, but I ain't mad at your 5-2, Big Sarge. Can't even be mad at you. How's Caleb Smith weathering the storm? It's officially the second half of this fight. We're in the championship rounds. 8th round, Caleb Smith known to fade a little bit around here. Buatsi been applying pressure to a degree, but not really. Caleb Smith has a lot of air in his tires left. I would have thought Buatsi would have took some of those airs out by the pressure he would apply. Didn't do that, but we are in the championship rounds. Round 8, top of round 8. Buatsi doubling up on that jab, trying to take that realistic. Caleb Smith doubles up on his own jab. Follows up with another jab. And Buatsi, once again, damn near feeling like he wants to be on his back foot. Caleb Smith hit him with a nice 1-2, hits him right in the mouth with a right hand, straight punches by Caleb Smith. Right in Caleb Smith's world. Joshua Buatsi not closing up the distance. Nice straight hand, nice jab by Buatsi, not capitalizing. Caleb Smith coming with a left hook, punching towards the body, backing Buatsi down. Buatsi looking for space. I don't know why, but he is looking for space. Caleb Smith letting off a combination shot right there. Nice straight hand, overhand right hook, backs out, back on the jab. Buatsi walking him down now with the jab, doubling him down. There you go, hit him to the body. Nice right hook to the body by Buatsi, Joshua Buatsi to the body, walking Caleb Smith down. Caleb Smith taking his time. There we go. Caleb Smith trying to time him out and hit him with a right hand on the way in. Hits him with a nice left hook. There we go. Nice left hook to the body by Caleb Smith as Buatsi was reaching in with a straight hand. But Smith is letting the hands go beautifully. Another left hook by Smith, battering Joshua Buatsi at this point. 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shots, more. That's what we're seeing happening to Joshua Buatsi. The combination, the punches are landing for Caleb Smith. He's moving his head off the line, walking Joshua Buatsi down, hitting him with hooks, setting him up with the jab, hitting him with uppercuts. Buatsi trying to find opportunities in between the onslaught to make something happen. But Smith relentlessly doing what I thought Buatsi would do to him. 1, 2, 3 punches. Buatsi catches him with a nice uppercut on the way out. Initiates the clinch, like I told you guys, not doing nothing, allowing the referee to separate them, putting them right back on the outside of Caleb Smith's jabs. Let's get it. These guys are trying to fill each other out. We're going on to a minute at the middle of the 8th round. This is where Joshua Buatsi needs to turn it up, or he's going to lose this round and be down. On Big Sarge's card, it'll be 6-2 for me. It'll be 5-3. Caleb Smith. Joshua Buatsi doubling up on that beautiful straight right hand by Buatsi up the middle. Straight right hand again. Backing Caleb Smith up. See, these are the spaces where I'm wondering why Joshua Buatsi isn't taking advantage of him. You're backing him up. You hit him with the jab, but what do? You take the center of the ring again. Back where Caleb Smith wants to fight to be. Caleb Smith got kind of nice counter right hand, overhand right by Caleb Smith. Joshua Buatsi with a nice 1-1-2. Comes over the top with the right hand. Once again, staying a little too dormant on the outside for me. Caleb Smith getting all time in the world to think about what he's going to do. Reaching, using that left hand as a rangefinder so he can set Buatsi up with that right hand. Buatsi doubles up on the jab, moving around. There we go. Buatsi with a nice 1-1-2-1. catches Caleb Smith at the end. Nice 1-2-1. There we go. Caleb, Buatsi has him against the ropes, working him, doing nothing. Once again, doing nothing with the opportunity, getting him on the ropes, sticking him with the jab, moving him where he wants to be, sticking him to the body, and then letting him off the hook, or initiating the clinch for the referee to separate them. Joshua Buatsi, very disappointed in his performance tonight. Very disappointed. What's going on here? Roscott got it 4-3 for you. Well, at this point, you got to have it 5-3, right, Roscott? Let's be honest. Are we going to give, who we giving that last round to? I got it 5-3. According to Big Sarge's card, I'm thinking he's sitting on a 6-2. I'm waiting to see him hit it up in there, but I'm assuming he's at a 6-2. Me, BR 215, and Roscott probably at a 5-3. There's Big Sarge with the 6-2 like I thought it was. Rock Clock said, my stream is lit. Buatsi should be pressing it a lot more, man. I mean, but I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be shocked to see a little bit of a robbery tonight. Kalen probably has to do something significant. I got a feeling the momentum is in Joshua Buatsi's area, but I do have Caleb Smith losing this fight right now, 5-3. 5-3. Damn, it's too early to start drinking. Oh, I'm not drinking. This is some tea, man. You see the flame? There's some lemon balm tea my wife got. We ain't no drinking. We ain't drinking. Damn, I thought Smith was on tail end, but he proven different. 100% Champ Ross. Well, this is really Joshua Buatsi. He's not pushing the pace. He's allowing Caleb to do what Caleb loves to do, man. You know, I mean, shout out to Caleb Smith. He's doing his thing, but Buatsi's also not putting the performance that we want to see from him. He's not pressing it. He's not keeping, he's not smothering nothing Caleb Smith is doing. There he goes. Caleb Smith with 2 overhand right hands, back on the left hook. He's not doing, there goes Caleb Smith working the body, right hook, doubles up on the left hook right there. Boom, catches him with a beautiful left hook right there as Buatsi tried to get low and hit him with a body shot, got caught with 2 left hooks right there. And there Buatsi is taking his foot off the gas, staying behind that jab, trying to win this jab game. Caleb Smith works right here. Why are you allowing him to stay out here? It's just disappointing. There he goes. Caleb Smith letting him go with 1, 2, 3 punches right there, 2, 3 hooks. And Buatsi initiating the clinch again, not doing nothing in the inside game, allowing Caleb Smith to just tee off. I mean, are you trying to tire him out? Are you hoping that he'll just punch himself out? I don't know. There he goes. Caleb Smith with a beautiful tight left uppercut, doubles up on the right hooks, all of them catching Buatsi clean. The one thing Buatsi's showing is that he's got a chin on him, right? He's not going nowhere because Caleb's hitting with everything but the kitchen sink. And I'm assuming it's because it's illegal, right? If he could, he would have hit Buatsi with a literal kitchen sink at this point. Literally would hit him with one if he could. And probably could do it if he was allowed to, because Buatsi is not doing anything. Not doing anything. There we go. Listen, Caleb Smith, man, hit him with a beautiful right hand right there. Initiates the clinch a little bit. Referee separates him. Puts Buatsi right back in the oven as Caleb Smith is loving this. Even though he has a cut over his eye, Caleb Smith is loving that Buatsi's choosing to remain on the outside. There goes Caleb Smith, hits him with a nice combination of punches right there. Buatsi responds, gets inside the chest of Caleb Smith and does nothing. Sits there in the high guard as Caleb Smith tees off on him. Caleb Smith with a straight right hand again as Buatsi was walking out with his head straight up in the air like a damn Pez dispenser. Boom. Caleb Smith hits him over there with a nice left to the body. Buatsi initiates the clinch, tries to separate. Caleb Smith catches him on the way out again with his head sitting up there like, get me in my mouth. I'm right there with you. Buatsi got hit with a nice uppercut on the way inside right there. Doubles up on the jab. Calls himself trying to apply pressure over the hand right by Buatsi. Followed up with a left hook to the body. Followed up with a jab. Looks like he has a moment. Buatsi having a moment here, letting it up, doubling up on the jab. I don't know if you guys want to say he stole that round. I would give that round to Caleb Smith at this point. For me, this fight turns into a 6-3 fight. I'm sure it's 7-2 at this point. Am I doing the math right, or is it 8? Is it 8-2? What round are we in? Is it 6-3 over here? I think I lost track of the round. Somebody put the score up there where we at right now. What round we in? Running my mouth here. 7-2, Big Sarge. Okay. I got it 6-3, obviously. 6-3, Caleb Smith. At this point, Buatsi has to win all these rounds right now to get a draw, right? And maybe a knockdown to get a decision. But I think if you're on Buatsi's side of the conversation right now, you're probably looking for Buatsi to stop Caleb Smith at this point, be able to walk away with a win. I hope Virgil Hunter is letting him know that. Be transparent. Liam Smith cheering his brother on, letting him know that this is your fight to win. Take this damn fight to this kid now. Take this fight, man. Caleb Smith's got to be super confident, very optimistic about his chances on seeing himself in the ring for a championship again, because he is seen to be taking this fight away from Joshua Buatsi. Joshua Buatsi has to show some initiative right now, some resolve, and step forward and do something here, doubling up on the jab. Caleb Smith right over the top with the right hand again, catching with a left hook, backing up Joshua Buatsi. Straight right hand to the body for Caleb Smith. Winning these trade wars, Buatsi's getting battered, man. I don't know what Buatsi's thinking right now. Nice, doubles up on the jab for Buatsi. Smith smiling at him right now, letting him know, like, adorable, but too little, too late, brother. You're going to catch these hands. Too little, too late. Boom, nice. Walks right into a right uppercut, right over to a right hook. Ends it with a straight right hand. Buatsi still putting the pressure, but just getting hit with everything. Guys, Buatsi fighting like he got a stick and want to pull out. Yeah. Yeah, it's turning into that, right, champ? It's turning into a stay busy fight for Caleb Smith. I'll be honest with you. This fight right here could resurrect Caleb Smith's whole entire trajectory right now. He's got to be feeling better about himself. Whatever questions Caleb Smith had about himself coming into this ring, I think a lot of those questions got answered. He's still in this division. Buatsi hurts Caleb Smith, hurts him off the ropes. Caleb Smith looking for a way out. Buatsi hurting him off the ropes. Okay, Buatsi hurting him. Nice straight left hand by Buatsi. I seen Caleb Smith's legs shake a little bit, guys. Back on the ropes, looking for some air to breathe. Buatsi might have seen this. He might be seeing the hurt here. Hitting, there we go, straight left hand by Buatsi. Buatsi walking him down. Listen, there's time, a minute in the 10th round right here, backing Caleb Smith up against those ropes. Body work by Buatsi. Not enough activity. Let's go. Nice left hook. Nice left hook by Buatsi. Catch Caleb Smith on the way out. Buatsi bleeding out his mouth at this point. Hitting his body work by Buatsi, working Caleb Smith. But once again, inactivity. Right when you expect him to turn it up, he's letting his foot off the gas. Is this a conditioning issue? Is he tired? Was he not ready to go this long? Is his tires flat? Buatsi having opportunities and not taking advantage of them. Here, Caleb Smith is catching the end of this round, starting to let his hands go, taking the round away from Joshua Buatsi. This is a round that Joshua Buatsi could have definitely won had Caleb Smith hurt him with a nice body shot by Buatsi to the body. Nice body shot. Curl Caleb Smith over. Caleb Smith backing up, retreating for Buatsi. Moving back. What does Buatsi do? Take his time walking, does not pressure Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith lets off with a right hand. Buatsi is just simply, the conditioning is not helping him here. Boom, straight right hand. Straight right hand and another left uppercut to go on your way out the door. You forgot your fries. Joshua Buatsi could have won that round. He might have won that round. Don't know what your guys' scorecard is. I'm going to give Joshua Buatsi the round off the strength that I saw Caleb Smith hurt twice in this fight. And we got the race baiter, Teofimo Lopez, up there. With those feminine ass shades on his face. It's hilarious because Teofimo puts on shades, but is always got the shades low, trying to look over the shades. Advice, young brother, if you got to do that, you probably shouldn't have the shades on. You're in a dark building. Stop trying to look cool. You can't see clearly. Take this stupid little feminine shades off your face. If you got to sit there and do this all day and talk like this, it's because you can't see, bro. It's too dark in the building. Top. I'll give Buatsi that last round. We'll make it a 6-4 fight. Let's see what happens. Top of the 11th round right here. Look, Chris Mannix has it tied up right at this point. 95-95. I don't see it necessarily the same way. But listen, man, Buatsi, this is still a fight that's up for grabs clearly, depending on what you like to see, depending on how you're scoring these cards. It's there for Buatsi to do something significant and take this fight. We've seen him hurt Caleb Smith a few times in this fight already. It's there for him to do something significant. Buatsi, 11th round. Buatsi has to do something spectacular. he's still there, man. Let's see what he does with it. Buatsi backing Caleb Smith up, doubling up on the jab. Caleb Smith retreating. Listen, Caleb Smith put a lot of work in those middle rounds, a lot of work. He may be on his last legs in this last round, and this might be what Joshua Buatsi needs. As Joshua Buatsi seems to want to, oh, nice body shot caught by Caleb Smith. Nice overhand right by Caleb Smith. Listen, Buatsi right there, though, staying in his chest at this point, doing what I wanted to see him do earlier, but I'm once again, nice uppercut, keeping it smothered. Caleb Smith capitalizing, letting his hands go. Buatsi right up the middle, hurting Caleb. I ain't gonna lie to you. The momentum is changing. Caleb is there to be hurt. He's there to be hurt. Buatsi just has to put his foot on the gas. I don't know if he physically has it in him to do it. There he goes. He's working him on against the ropes, letting off shots. He's letting off shots. Buatsi turning it up, taking this round, letting the hands go. Caleb Smith getting caught with shots. Nice. Caleb Smith tries to initiate the clinch. Ref warns Buatsi, kind of hitting him with overhands. Come on now. Get out the way. Let the fight happen, ref. Buatsi needs to run over him, apply that pressure, back on that jab, walking Caleb Smith down. Caleb Smith is in the last bit. He seems to be kind of deflated. He's not there. The blood getting in his eye. He's wiping the blood out of his eye. Is that starting to bother Caleb? Buatsi on top of Caleb Smith like white on rice at this point, pulling the pressure on Caleb. Nice straight jab. Caleb just kind of letting that hand go off instinct. As Buatsi hits him, he's just letting his hands go. Buatsi doubling up, hits him with a double left hand and a straight right hand again. Again, catches him with a left hook. There we go, doubles up, putting that pressure on him. Buatsi taking this round. He's doing that. We had 30 seconds left in the 11th round. Joshua Buatsi applying the pressure. Caleb Smith retreating. We're about to head into the championship round. Is this fight up for grabs? Is it up for grabs? If Buatsi wins this round and next round, could we be looking at a draw or a possible split decision going Buatsi's way? Who knows? I feel like boxing is forcing TO on us at this point. Yeah, man. You're right. Joshua Buatsi takes the 11th round at this point, putting that pressure on Caleb Smith. Caleb won the first half of this fight, hands down. Buatsi able to steal some rounds in between there. We had Big Sarge giving him most of those rounds in the beginning, but one could argue that Joshua Buatsi is bringing this fight back, potentially taking the last 3 rounds. This last round right here, if he's able to take this round, does Joshua Buatsi push this out to a split decision? Does this go to a draw? Very competitive fight, but you got to think Joshua Buatsi, no matter how you want to argue about it, could have done a lot more in the beginning, in the first half of this fight. He really let Caleb Smith really take this first half of this fight, but showing life right now at the end of this, fight right now. Big round right here. Round 12 is still there. You got to assume that that Buddy McGirt is letting him know you got to get this round. This fight isn't in the bag. You have to take this round. And Buatsi, without a doubt, knows how important this round is. I'm expecting these two guys to come out fighting, guns a-blazing. Take this round. Whoever wins this round might legitimately win this fight. This is a very important fight in this round. Very important round in this fight. Yeah, JR. Literally stepping up, man. Literally stepping up. I think I got this right now. What? 6'5"? Is it 6'5"? It's 6'5", right? Big Star's got it 7'4" Smith. Wow. Yeah, 6'5" right now, Buatsi. I got it 6'5". 6'5" right now. So, I mean, this is going to a draw. If Buatsi can knock Caleb Smith down in this round, or obviously a knockout will get him to win, a knockdown in this round may give Buatsi a split decision victory over Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith staying alert and being on point, making his punches count. There we go. Caleb with a nice 1-2 quarter with a nice right hook. Buatsi showing he's got a beard on him, man. He's been hit with some shots tonight. Nice left hook by Caleb Smith. Buatsi on his legs, on his toes. Yeah, Buatsi got hurt right there with those shots. I mean, he's only a human being. When you get hit clean like that, there's only so much any man can take. Caleb letting his hands go, taking this round. Buatsi not showing that champion spirit, not showing that grit. There he goes, hurts him with a straight right hand. Buatsi almost fell right there, but Buatsi's still walking forward. Listen, man, Buatsi walking forward trying to stay in this fight, but Caleb picking him apart. Beautiful. Caleb with the punches, putting them together. Nice left hook, nice right uppercut by Caleb Smith. Buatsi still applying that pressure, pushing Caleb Smith backwards. Is he stealing this fight by walking Caleb Smith forward? Nice left hook Nice left hook by Caleb Smith. Buatsi stumbles back, but steps forward, continues to apply the pressure. Buatsi sitting there, staying inside of Caleb Smith's, in the chest of Caleb Smith, smothering Caleb Smith's power, but Caleb Smith finding opportunities to hit him with clean shots. Definitely hurt him with that left hook. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Buatsi, mouthpiece comes out of Buatsi's mouth again, no doubt, by getting hit with these hooks. Getting hit clean, not by chance. Caleb Smith finding a lot of success catching him with these hooks on the inside, but Buatsi keeps pushing forward. We down to hitting about 45 seconds. At the bottom of the 12th round, Buatsi catches him with a nice straight right hand, but Caleb Smith responds with a right hand of his own, stumbles Buatsi backwards. Yo, listen, letting his hands go. Buatsi is just not, listen, Buatsi is trying his best, letting his hands go. Right hooks, Buatsi throws a left hand that just goes over the head, hits nothing but air. It looks like Caleb Smith is hurt, Buatsi. We got to 20 seconds in the 12th round. Caleb Smith letting his hands go. This round is an important round. I think Caleb Smith took the fight, guys. I think he did. Unless Buatsi hurts him right now, we down to 10 seconds in the 12th round. You're going to hear that knock, 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 knock. It's about that time. We're getting ready to go to the judges' card. You got to be leaning towards Caleb Smith. Looks like Caleb Smith takes a close decision in this fight. Ding, 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 ding. We're done, man. We're done, man. Both these guys gave us a good fight. A lot of action in this fight. But Caleb Smith looks like he took this fight, in my opinion. Just had the success. Caleb Smith resurging, showing that experience. Buatsi, once again, people have been talking about Buatsi. For his past 4 fights, being lackluster, seemed to be reluctant to let his hands go inside the mid-range, not letting his hands go. Had moments where he hurt Caleb Smith in his fight, but for the most part, Caleb Smith just finding success, establishing that distance with the jab. Beautiful body campaign by Caleb Smith. Hooks hitting him, hurting Buatsi as well multiple times in this fight. Joshua Buatsi just didn't look like, the strategy just didn't make sense. I'll be honest with you, Virgil. I just don't know what you were telling him, or if Buatsi wasn't pushing the game plan. But I don't see Buatsi winning this fight. Never saw Buatsi winning this fight on the outside, the way he was standing out there, allowing Caleb Smith to just pick him apart from the outside. No real pressure, letting Caleb Smith put his punches together, find opportunities. I just think Joshua Buatsi fought the wrong kind of fight. He just fought the wrong fight. When he was inside on the clinches, Buatsi just, instead of using that inside time to work on the inside and wear and tear and work on the conditioning of Caleb Smith, he would just sit there, initiate a clinch. The referee would separate them, reset them right back to the center of the ring. Bad game plan by Joshua Buatsi. Congratulations to Caleb Smith, as I do believe we should be seeing a decision going his way in a minute. The judges are working the scorecards out. Salute to everybody in the building. Blaze Pound for Pound TV, what's good? He said, where the fight at? Let's see here. JR Sparks said, I'm about to lose money, have Buatsi in a few parlays and round robins. Yeah, man. Man, Joshua Buatsi, man. Disappointing, man. Disappointing, man. Yeah, Smith definitely won this, man. Camp Ross says, good call on this fight, Clay. Thank you, man. I called for Buatsi to win the fight, though. I thought Buatsi was going to show more heart, man. I thought the stage would be big. I thought the rewards, everything that was going on the back end of this fight. Joshua Buatsi, man, disappointing. You got David Benavidez outside the ring. You're this close to actually getting a real title shot here. You're in the conversation, and you got a fighter like Caleb Smith, who a lot of people, including myself, was questioning as to whether or not he had a foot outside the door. You would have thought you would have pressured him, gave him that encouragement to go ahead and step out the game, let him know like Khabib did to Michael Johnson in the UFC. I know I just went somewhere else when he was letting him know he's beating him on the ground. He said, you know this is my time. You know it's my championship. You know it's for me. Quit. There's no shame in quitting right now. Let go. Go to the light. That's not what Buatsi did. Ooh, 119, 110. It's a unanimous decision for Caleb Smith. A unanimous decision. Caleb Smith and new WBO interim champion. Let's go. Let's go. This is why you got to see him in the ring. This is why you got to see him in the ring. Unanimous decision for Caleb Smith. Great work by Caleb Smith. That's how you do it. Joshua Buatsi needs to revisit a lot of things, man. Disappointed in Joshua Buatsi's performance tonight. I don't know what he was thinking. I really don't know what he was thinking. I'm so disappointed in him. I really think this fight was there for him to win. He hurt Caleb Smith multiple times in this fight. When he pressed it, when he let his hands go, he was finding success. But the man just fell asleep in the ring tonight. This was lulled into a false sense of security, or I don't know if he got a little bit, if he got hit with something that kind of made him more defensively conscious. But even then, the defense was horrible. It is what it is. Congratulations to Caleb Smith. Yeah, 119, 110 is wild. But listen, man, there was a lot of swing rounds in there. A lot of rounds. I could say at least 2 to 3 rounds I gave to Buatsi off the strength of potentially wanting to give him a round. He had some success, tried to steal the round towards the end, did some things, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to give it to him. But listen, man, I'm not mad at the scorecards. I think no matter what the scorecard said, I'm in agreement with the unanimous decision. I don't agree that Buatsi won this fight. That's what I don't agree with. And a unanimous decision, I think, is the right decision. The 119, 110 scorecard, But look, man, more importantly, this man lost the fight. He lost a fight. Someone checked the judge bank account for sure. He got a little bag on the way, right? Well, we got one of the big fights down the card. In my opinion, it delivered. Very competitive fight. Buatsi could have done way better. But look, man, everybody can't go, right? Everybody can't go. Joshua Buatsi was in the conversation, the same conversation as David Benavidez, the same conversation Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol. He was right there in those conversations, and just did not step up to the game and bring that strategy that was going to get him to the victory. And the strategy was clear for me. The strategy was this was going to be a mid-range fight for Joshua Buatsi. This was going to be an established distance fight for Caleb Smith. Buatsi at times would get on the inside and just go to sleep and hug on Caleb Smith like he missed him. Initiate the clinch, which it's frustrating because the ref is going to come. He's going to separate the fighters. He's going to bring him back to the center of the ring. You just worked for that position so you can capitalize on it, and you just gave it away. You just gave it away, man. It is what it is. Neither one of these guys showed me a performance that's going to be able to do anything with David Benavidez. David Benavidez standing outside of that ring, you got to think to yourself that David Benavidez has no problem fighting either one of these fighters. So if it's Caleb Smith, let's go ahead and make it happen. If Turkey's got the right amount of money, he's willing to give David Benavidez a decent payday. I don't see any reason why David Benavidez doesn't take that fight with Caleb Smith. Obviously, we're talking about the winner between Dmitry Bivol and Artur Beterbiev makes a big plays a big factor on what David Benavidez is going to do. If Bivol is able to get that victory, which he very well may get a victory, a lot of people argued he got it the last time, then I would expect Benavidez to fight Caleb Smith. That's why I would think he would fight. He's in the building for a reason. He's not there just to hang out, right? I wonder what David Benavidez thinks about the actual the energy in the building at this point, right? I mean, this is a opening fight. The main card, I don't think has started yet, or maybe has started with this fight. I wonder what he thinks about the experience. Yeah, fight sports talk. We both got it wrong. We both got it wrong, Fight Sports. Yeah, let me throw the link up there for you, man. Come up here and build with the kid, man. Tell me what you think about what's going on in the card, Fight Sports. I'm not opening the panel to a bunch of people, so everybody don't just hit it. Oh, definitely ETB. Hit the link too, man. There it is, man. Let's build on what we saw. What I tell you about Smith, Clay? Yeah, brother, you told me, man. You told me. But Joshua Buatsi just didn't fight the fight, though. Let's be honest. Buatsi didn't fight the fight I expected him to fight. He was just lack of motivation. You know what I mean? And that lackluster performance, his last 4 performances just bled into this performance. I thought he'd have it in him to step it up and close the distance in here and make a statement in this fight with a fighter who I thought had one foot out the door, but he just wasn't motivated, man. I really don't know what happened, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really don't know what happened. Big Sarge said, I told you Claymore that Smith would win if it went the distance. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you definitely did. You definitely did, Big Sarge. 2 cents gonna get at Fight Talk. He gonna get at him. He said, as usual. Salute the Fight Talk, Fight Sports Talk in the building. Yo, Keon, if you want to hit that link, it's there, man. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm about to start calling this next fight as well. So I don't got a lot of time. I got a little bit of time. It looks like they're on their way. Let's see if I was wrong on this one too, man. I got a G Caballel walking away with this victory, and hopefully, you know what I mean? I think he's in here to stop Zhilei Zhang tonight. I think he could definitely do it, but G Caballel on his way to the ring. I like how they're not wasting time in between these fighters coming to the ring. They worked on that. That's what the things I tell you guys about Turki Al-Sheikh, right? He got complaints last time about the fights being too far apart and the cards taking too long. And what do you see him doing in this card? You see, as the fights end, the next fight is starting inside of like 10 to 15 minutes of each other. It's moving. The pace is a good pace. This is the kind of pace you want to see on a card that's stacked like this. You want to get to the fights, and Turki's doing a good job of that. G Caballel, big show, big stage, biggest card, historic card here, big opportunity to make a statement. If a G Caballel is able to go ahead and not only win this fight, but win it in a dominating way, he puts himself right in the conversation with all the biggest heavyweights in the division. He's worked his way to this moment. This is a big moment for him, man. Big opportunity here for him, man. He was a nobody a year and a half ago. Nobody heard of a G Caballel. He came in, he stopped Magomedov, the Russian Mike Tyson, broke and cut the tree down, then went in against Frank Sanchez, dominated Frank Sanchez, and was able, and everybody's got his eye on him. And, you know, look, here he is about to fight for an interim WBC title against Zhilei Zhang. You can't make these stories up, man. Shout out to Turki Al-Sheikh. This is definitely a product of Riyahd season. G Caballel is definitely a product of this platform and what it's been doing. This kid has showed that he's must-see fight. Must-see boxing. I know you've been right. Yo, everything boxing, you've been right so far, man. So it is what it is, man. You've been on a roll. It might be it. Joe Hell, man, you in for a hard-ass call on these fights, Clay. Yeah, man. But I'm having a great time, man. Hard day. Oh, yeah. You in for a hard day, calling you 100%, Joe Hell, but I'm in it to win it, man. I am in it to win it, man. I'm in it to win it, man. Blaze, was good, family? How you, King?
Peace, Clay. I just wanted to jump in. I say you working for the people this morning.
Yeah, I'm trying to give him the fight, man. I'm trying to give it to him the way I see it, man.
I forgot it was in Saudi, so I forgot it was in the morning and the afternoon. I'm like, what? I'm like, they fighting prelims already this early, and then I see, Zhang show up, and I'm like, oh shit, we're it's in the afternoon. So
yeah,
what's up.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. What you think about the card so far? What you think about that last fight, man?
I had missed it. I actually was up till like 3, 4 in the morning last night doing some work and stuff. And so I'm just getting up and getting to it. So I'm just seeing you commentate the fight. I'm like, what is smoke out here? What's going on? Oh, where's it at? Oh, days it up, man. What this $25? You already know. It's for the low one. You feel me on everything. So I'm just jumping up, seeing it go down. But what was your take, just real quick, your take from the last fight?
Man, Joshua Buatsi just didn't step up, man. This is his big show. This was the big stage for him to get an opportunity to separate himself. You got David Benavidez sitting outside the ring right now. You got Beterbiev and Bivol fighting on the same card. He's sitting on an interim WBO title. You would have thought he would have defended and try to put a real showcase in there, being that this next fight that he's going to get is probably going to be a big payday. And also a good move in the direction of getting a real championship. And he just, sat, he slept on his hands for me, Going into the fight, you thought Joshua Buatsi would have tried to make this a mid-range fight, press Caleb Smith. Caleb Smith having a foot out the door was in the conversations of retiring 2 fights ago. And you thought you would take advantage of that, right? Press the old man, help him out the door, push him to the light, right? I'm going to get you out of here, old man, and get these next fights. Nah, he sat there, stayed on the distance, stayed on the outside. When he got on the inside and he had an opportunity to work in the mid-range, he clinched the man. What did the ref do? Separate them, reset them again, right back in the middle of the ring, back on that distance, back on the end of Caleb Smith's jabs, back on the end of those hooks. Caleb Smith, and not pressing him. So Caleb Smith just putting his punches together, beautiful combinations, attacking the living daylights out of his body, hurting him. I mean, he had moments in the fight. It was a closer fight than what the scorecard said, but I agree with the judges. It was a unanimous decision, man. He lost his fight, and he didn't need to lose this fight, Blaze. He didn't need to do it, bro. My bad, Blaze in there. He didn't need to lose this fight, man. He didn't need to lose the fight. You know what I mean? He could have done better. But you know, shout out to Kendall Smith though. He definitely got the victory. Good call by the judges.
Okay. What you think with this fight, this next one coming up?
Man, I'm listening, man. I've been wrong so far. I'm going with Ajit Cabello. He got the youth on his side. Zhilei Zhang weighed in 287, man. Slim and trim, good shape. You could tell he wanted to get in shape. He knows that Ajit Cabello is going to be working him and testing that conditioning. I expect Ajit Cabello to sit low, work that body, work Zhilei Zhang, get him tired, and I'm expecting him to take a decision. But listen, man, I said it before, and I ain't scared to say it again. I think Ajit Cabello should be able to, has a good chance of stopping Zhilei Zhang in this fight, but I could be wrong. A lot of people disagree with me, but I'm going with
heavyweight, at heavyweight, anything can happen, man. Nobody think Zhang was gonna get Wilder out of there, you know. So
yeah,
you know, so that's one thing about it. They hit hard. They just take one punch to change the game.
No doubt. JR Spock says, I'm big on Ajit. Let's go, Joe.
Hey, Clay, real quick. What were your thoughts about Parker when they showed the video of him live, seeing that he got the replacement? People try to say he was scared, but I just thought he was more concerned about not fighting at all. And then he got a good opponent. Because I mean, when you got a stage like this, you don't want a nobody. So just imagine a Parker coming waiting, right? He don't got a replacement. It's what, less than 2 days or something before the fight? Right. And then they tell him he got Bacoli. I don't look at that as like he's worried or fear. It's like, oh, relief. Like, man, I still got a good fight everybody want to see on a big stage. Don't nobody want to waste this moment. But I want your thoughts on it.
Yeah, I think he was caught a little off guard just knowing he had a fight. I agree with you. I think it was more of who? Oh, shoot, we got a big fight. Like, I think Joseph Parker is ready for Bacoli. Look, Bacoli, you know, he is a threat. He's probably the biggest threat in the heavyweight division right now. But you got a guy who's, from what I understand, weighed in at 315 pounds this morning. He didn't prepare full camp for Joseph Parker. If you're going to fight Bacoli, this is the Bacoli you want to fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
This is the one you want to fight.
I got to give a shout out to Bacoli for stepping up last minute. You know, you got to give him credit for that. But on the other end, it's like, nah, man. You definitely know he wasn't training for the likes of no Parker, so him jumping in, that's big risk.
Yeah,
you know,
Cabello looking at him and Zhilei Zhang looking at him like something about those Asians, man. Like it or not, I'm not scared of you, right? Like it or not, if I die, I die. So don't all that mind game and scaring me, and that's a waste of your time. Come fight.
Yeah, I don't want to misrepresent their culture, but you already know they got some of, depending on, I know, like the Japanese and all that. That honor's big. Listen, they're willing to die for it.
All right, we at the top of the first round here. Cabello and Zhilei Zhang meeting at the middle of the ring. You know, wow, Zhilei Zhang right on top of Cabello early, catching him with shots. There, Cabello's overhand left hook right there, straight right hand to the body. Zhilei Zhang is stalking Cabello. Look, Cabello is Zhilei Zhang is doing a great job cutting this ring off on Cabello early. I can tell you right now, the space is getting closed off. Like, Zhilei Zhang's doing a great job of making this ring small for Cabello. He's doing a good job. Nice overhand right hook. A nice check right hook by Zhilei Zhang. He letting his hands go, man. Straight left hand. I think Cabello's being whoa! Zhilei Zhang catching him with a nice 1-2. Zhilei Zhang might be getting this dude out of here. Cabello responds, says, stand right here in the middle of the ring. Don't move. You stay right there. Nice, good body work. Zhilei Zhang says, okay, that's cool. You hit me to the body. I knew you was going to do that. It's the first round. I'm fresh on my feet. But Cabello investing in the body like I thought he would, won't see the fruits of that labor until mid-range in this fight. So I wouldn't expect Zhilei Zhang to show any type of fatigue right now. But Cabello doing the right job of moving Zhilei Zhang around, staying on his foot. Nice. Cabello staying with that high guard and investing in the body. Cabello, nice. Straight right hand to the body by Cabello, keeping him on the end of that jab. Guys, I'm telling you, the reach, nice. Cabello comes in with a nice overhand right hook, kind of stumbles Zhilei Zhang a little bit. Oh, Zhang with a nice 1-2 to the body. Beautiful. Nice. Straight left hand by Zhang. Back on the left hand. Back on the hook. Back on the left hand. Letting punches go. Hit him to the body. Yo, listen, Zhang putting those punches together beautifully in this fight. He's really letting those hands go. Gonna let him go. Dig into the body with good shots right there. He knows what to do with a G Cabello when they get in close. He's initiating the body campaign. Over the hand, Zhang has G Cabello. As far as the rhythm of Cabello, he's on him. Cutting off the ring, hitting him with straight shots. There he goes, taking his time. Cabello kind of light, dare I say, Zhang kind of light on his toes. Light on his toes, man. Listen, the conditioning, all that working out, coming at 287 pounds, coming in at that right weight, working for him. G Cabello kind of like not being able to get past those straight shots by Zhang, and he's not getting an opportunity to work that body. Initiates a clinch right there with Zhang. There we go. Zhang, come on. He said separating Zhang him with a quick little two left hands over the top. Nice straight left hand by Zhang. G Cabello, listen, man, he had to expect this. This is how you expected this to go so far. The fight kind of moving the way you expected it. Zhang is supposed to dominate these first 2 to 3 rounds, maybe even 4 rounds of this fight. Cabello's there to really work him, keep him moving around, work that body, take his gas away from him a little at a time, and let's see if we can take advantage of the work we did in the first half of this fight and get him out of there in the second half of this fight, right? But it's a dangerous fight. You can see that it's a dangerous fight for G Cabello 100%. That Zhang is really a whole problem out here, bro. You don't want to get hit by this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem out here. That first round was crazy for Cabello, but you got to think there's a part of Cabello and his team that kind of expected this a little bit. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, Zhang is stalking him.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind, though, for some reason. My joint's saying it's live, but I'm like 20 seconds behind you for whatever reason.
It'd be like that, man. Trust me. If a G can make it past round 5, Zhang will start to slow. Yeah, JR, I agree with you. It's 10:30 in the AM for me, Ross Cloud. I got you, Ross Cloud over in the West Coast. We at the top of the second round here. G Cabello starts first on him. I like that. G Cabello is putting that pressure on him. Now he's starting to walk Zhang a little bit, making Zhang on that back foot. That's, let's take some of that power away from Zhang. Nice. Take that power away from Zhang. Nice straight right hand by G Cabello. Nice body work. Working Zhang to the body. Pushing. Nice uppercut. Nice. G Cabello starting to let his hands go. Zhang responds with a straight left hand. I think G Cabello understands, man, while this guy's on the front foot walking us down, that's so dangerous. We don't want this guy doing that. Let's walk him down. Let's keep it a mid-range fight. Let's attack that body, and let's punch while he's punching. We can hurt him as well. Zhang body starting to get a little red right now from Cabello working that body. Cabello doing a great job. There he goes. Cabello working that body. Zhang having to work in that mid-range. Wants to throw straight shots out. But listen, as Cabello is starting to close that distance, Zhang trying to establish distance, not being able to really execute on that and deliver that power the way he wants to. So Cabello's finding some success working that body. Nice straight right hand by Cabello right up the middle, keeping it mid-range. There he goes on that body, back on the body, over the top with a left hook, back over the top with a right hook. Nice straight right hand by Cabello. Zhang looks like he's kind of staying home a little bit. Beautiful, working the body is Zhang. As a nice straight right hand by G Cabello caught Zhang right on the chin. Zhang back to walking him down, applying pressure to Zhang. But here's a G Cabello staying so busy. This is what I wanted to see from Joshua Buatsi, right? Right here is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see him work on the inside the way you see Cabello working on the inside. Notice, here we go. Zhang with a nice tight right hook. But once again, that power is just not there like it was in the beginning when Zhang was able to keep him at the distance at the end of those punches. Cabello staying on the inside, working that body, seems to be kind of taking a little bit of the on those punches, but still Zhang a very dangerous fighter. But this round right here, we're going on 40 seconds into the second round. He is taking the air out of Zhang's tires. This is what I'm talking about. This is the thing that he's able to do, that G Cabello has a skill set of doing that body campaign. He is hitting Zhang and making Zhang conscious about it. Woo, nice shots by Zhang. 1, 2, 1. Beautiful. There you go. There you go. Beautiful. Listen, beautiful uppercut by Ajit Cabello. He's doing what I expect him to do, but look, Zhilei Zhang's in this fight. Anytime this fight can go the wrong way, getting hit by the right shot by Zhilei Zhang. But I can tell you this right now, we're heading into the end of the second round. Zhilei Zhang walking now a little bit more, not as light on his toes, not a lot on his toes, and the mouth is open. His mouth is open. He is breathing through his mouth officially. What you think, Blaze? Let me see.
I'm still here. I was just a little late, so I was switching over devices to see if I could catch up to you. But
Okay.
it looks like, if the second round flipped from the first round as far as who's the aggressor.
Yeah, I mean, look, Zhilei Zhang looked good with all his energies there, but if you look at the way Ajit Cabello was able to kind of smother the power a little bit, right? Like by making it mid-range, Zhang had to find these punches, and while Zhang is looking for the opportunity for these punches, Ajit Cabello just letting off 2, 3, 4 punch combinations to the body, coming over the top with hooks and hitting them with straight right hands. And look, they're hurting him a little bit. They're hurting. I feel like Zhang kind of lost a little bit of air in that round. Big Sarge has it 1-1. I'm in agreement, Big Sarge.
Yep, I got a 1-1 myself.
There we go. Ajit Cabello being first, back on it. See how he did it? Walk right across there, back on it, back on the body, straight to the body, working hook shots. He's doing the right thing. Beautiful. Caught him with a nice left uppercut, or right uppercut, sorry. Right up the middle to Zhilei Zhang. Zhilei Zhang spending a lot of energy making things happen. It looks like they're going body for body. Zhang is going body for body with Ajit right now. You throwing shots, I'm throwing shots to the body. Let's see who breaks first. Let's see who breaks first. Let's see here. Nice. Back to the body. Back again to the body. Back to the body again for Zhang. Zhang is only going to be able to stop this with activity. The more activity Zhang does, the more tired he's going to get. The only way he's going to stop Ajit Cabello from campaigning and throwing 2, 3, 4 punches to the body at a time is by hitting him with his own shots. That involves activity. That involves exercise, right? Exhaustion is going to settle in one way or the other. Ajit Cabello says you're either going to get tired punching me or you're going to get tired of me punching you. Either way, I'm going to see you in the 5th round. If I can get you to the 5th, 6th round, I'm going to benefit off of the work I'm putting in right now. Salute, Fight Talk. Sports Talk, what's good with you?
I'm doing good, Clay. Thanks for having me on again. And yeah, I got my first pick wrong of the night. See how the second fight goes.
How do you feel about Ajit Cabello working at this point?
Well, right. Sorry, broke up the.
No, go ahead. I'm seeing that Ajit Cabello's doing the work right now, man. He's really doing the work. There he goes, catching him in the mat ring. He's doing the work, man. He is doing the work.
Yeah, Cabello, he's not afraid of guys like Zhang or guys like Makhmudov, and yeah, so
look at the body work. He's committing. Look at the uppercut back on the body, uppercut up the middle. He is. Listen, man. Zhang's nice, but Zhang's letting off. Zhang is dangerous, man. Cabello got a good high guard.
Yeah, Cabello's not afraid of him.
No, and his shots are effective. They're translating, like they're effectively doing what they're supposed to be doing to Zhang. You know what I'm saying? Like they're hurting him, like they're pushing him. They're boom. There he goes again. 2 uppercuts right up the middle of the high guard and right back to the body. Bang, bang to the body. It's very simple for Ajit Cabello. Uppercut, body, clinch. Right? Uppercut. There he comes again. Back on a jab, hook, body. It's either going to be a hook and it's coming back down low. And eventually he's going to convince Zhang to pay attention to his body. And that's when you're going to see these hooks getting off. There he goes. Boom. Back to the body. Look at Zhang's body. It's turning so red. Back on the jab. He's doing such a good job. Back on the jab. Nice. Over the hand, left hand. Little check hook by Ajit. Keeping him busy, man. Keeping his hands flowing, man. I'm exercising Zhang. Zhang is an older guy. We're going to exercise. I'm going to make you throw your hands. I'm going to make you push me off you. And on the way in and out, I'm going to hit you with body shots. And we're just going to move on with this campaign. And let's see what happens, man. Look at those horrible body shots Cabello's throwing. They're effective. Trust me. That man's midsection is turning red, Rod Scott. Trust me.
We in between rounds right now?
Yeah, we in between rounds. Yep.
Okay, bet. I think I caught up with you. So they're showing Joseph Parker in the back right now.
Oh, yeah. Joseph Parker looking like he's in his in Creole, we said Lino Borglesi, he's in his bowl of grease. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
He's in his bowl of grease. You know what I'm saying? Like he looked like I'm going to do some work today. Let's see what Martin Bracoli's able to do inside of 5 rounds. I think after 5-6 rounds, he's going to be kind of be out of there. We are in round 4 right now. Ajit Cabello, I got this 2-1. Ajit Cabello. I don't know about you guys. I see Big Sarge got a 2-1 as well. There he goes, working the body again. 2-1. Look at, I love the way Ajit Cabello is working that body, man. He just does it the right way, bro. He's just like, you're a big tree. I'm going to hit this. Boom, boom, face, boom, hook, body. Zhang,
I like the way he's switching levels.
Yeah, and how about how he's smothering Zhang? Zhang just can't get the power off. He's got to make all his work happen inside of a short space. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can't let it go. Zhang's power, looking, Zhang backing up. There we go.
After that uppercut, he took an uppercut.
Everything boxing. Everything boxing. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, body. Where's Greg Hackett at? Body, head. You about to get him out of here. He's got Zhang on the back foot. Zhang is trying to stay in this game. It's a mid-range fight. He's still dangerous, though. Zhang is still as dangerous.
Good straight left from Zhang.
You seen it?
They're banging it out.
And Ajit is putting the pressure, man. Scott said,
great body work.
Zhang is starting to cut corners. He's starting to get a little lazy.
Nah, he's leaning on him. He's leaning on him like he's supposed to. He's leaning on him. That's what he's supposed to do.
But you know what's funny about Cabello? You can see Cabello is big. He's thick. Like, he's 6'3", but he's thick. Like, he can carry the weight of Zhang. He can do it, you know what I'm saying? And push him off and hit him in the body. Look at the conditioning of Cabello. Ooh, nice shot by Zhang, catch him with some short shots. Cabello is just tough, man, and he's relentless. Look at the conditioning. Look at Zhang fading, breathing. Look at that deep breath he just took. Zhang just takes a deep breath through his nose, trying to get himself together, and Ajit is just not. Ajit is, listen to me, guys. This is a beautiful fight. This is the fight I anticipated on seeing. Guys, Ajit Cabello may very well stop Zhang tonight, like I told you guys, man. Styles make fights, man. Let me tell you, the body snatchers are never out the game, bro.
I agree. And Cabello, he used to be boring when he was a younger man, fighting lesser competition. He stepped up fighting the best guys, and he's taken it to one of the biggest punches in the game. I'm so impressed with Cabello.
100% fight sport. 100%. It's amazing. You know, when you think about like Boots Ennis and you think about Terrence Crawford and certain fighters that really look for the biggest fights, because the biggest fights give them what they need. They get up for the biggest fights. You know what I mean? Even Teofimo, as much as I don't like him, the big fights, he steps up. Sometimes that's what these fighters need. So seeing an Ajit Cabello be kind of like pedestrian in his other fights, fighting against lesser competition, then you see Turkey take somebody like him under the wing and put him in the ring with the big fights, and he's showing up for all of these big fights. You know what I mean?
And that's what I like about Turkey and them, is that they really put together competitive fights. And one thing we can't say, we can arguably say in our lifetime, I ain't seen it. These, when it comes to Parker's replacement and even Shakur, and I mean, I don't think Shakur's that big, because with the level of competition of Kidd, Schofield, and going into Petty, but I think I've never seen this great replacements under such short notice.
Right.
I haven't seen that.
I agree.
Days?
I agree.
No, I haven't seen that. And so just think that's just one facet of what Turkey and them is trying to do with boxing, right? So I'm buying into their long-term plan and their deep investment into the sport, because they could have clocked it in. But they're in Saudi Arabia. They're flying people all over the world to get them up in here. Oh, you want to fight? Oh, come on.
No doubt.
Let's go.
We at the top of the round right now. Let me call real quick. Hold that thought. Cabello back. Do you see how quickly he's on it? Oh, I just love it. Right on it. Ding, 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 ding. 1-2 up top. 1-2-3 to the body. This is where we're going. We're taking off where we left off in the last round. We're not wasting not another minute. We right on your head. Boom, 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 boom. Right back on this. Zhang's just looking for air. He looked like he's in the middle of the water, treading water right now. Zhang treading water right now. trying to keep his head above water right now. The legs just ain't built for this. He's just not built for this type of pace. He's not built for this type of, his conditioning is just not there. And I'm telling you guys, the 200, nice, he caught Caballero. Zhang Zhang catches Caballero and puts him on his bottom, puts him on his pocket.
Ooh. And he's down.
Caballero out on his legs, getting it together.
But that's what I was telling you earlier. When he was leaning in on the inside. He was leaning in.
Caballero is hurt. Caballero is hurt early in the 5th round. He is hurt. Early in the 5th round, he is hurt. He was doing such a good job, but that power of Zhang Zhang is just there. You can't play any game. Beautiful timing. Now Zhang Zhang is timing his shots, catching them with left hands right up the middle. Caballero not smothering the power no more. At the end of Zhang Zhang's punches, he's in danger right now. He needs to get inside, find his way inside, clinch him, but he's just too hurt. He's trying to get his legs together. Now, I'll tell you right now, does Zhang Zhang have the conditioning to capitalize on this? Ajit's starting to get it back together the way he needs to. Back to the middle. Zhang Zhang kind of taking his time off right now. You can tell he's getting his breath back together. He's breathing, but he's going to start letting them hands go very shortly. It's going to happen again. He's going to let those hands go. And what is Ajit Caballero going to do? He knows it. At this point, Zhang Zhang is fighting in burst, right? He's taking off, breathing, getting his conditioning back together, and then boom, he's letting off a couple of shots. But those shots are so dangerous. Look at those shots right there by Zhang Zhang. 1, 2, 3, right there. The Ajit staying on top of him, understanding the assignment. Ajit Caballero understanding the assignment and not letting go of his foot off that gas, saying, listen, man, if I'm going to win this fight, it's going to be right here. I know I'm in danger, but this is where my victory is my ability to keep you moving, keep throwing punches, keep it mid-range. This is where my victory is. I got no choice. It's all or nothing. Ajit Caballero showing the heart of a champion, keeping this a mid-range fight, back to putting his foot on Zhang Zhang's neck, saying, yeah, that was a nice shot you caught me with, but big guy, I know you're tired. We're not going to play this game. We're going to work, big guy. We're going to work. Ajit Caballero breaking in the stallion. You knocked me off your back, but I'm back on your back, and I'm going to break you. You will be tamed by the end of this fight. I will get you under control. You will respect me. You will. Boom. Ajit Caballero, 1-2 up top. Wow. You got to give Zhang Zhang the round, but for all argumentative purposes, Ajit Caballero didn't lose too much steam. Still did what he did. Still did what he did. I'm going to do 3-2, maybe even a 3-3, right?
Great fight.
10-8? 10-8 round?
10-8 round, most definitely.
10-9 round, sorry. No, 10-8, sorry.
10-8 for the knockdown.
Yeah. Right.
I'm just gonna put it on the line. I think Caballero is going to win by decision anyway. I think Zhang, when Caballero was putting it on him, he was still looking tired. He's not going to have the stamina Zhang is to do that in many more rounds. So Caballero needs to move his head. He's still got very poor defense, but his offense is enough to offset Zhang, and he's got the stamina, and Zhang doesn't.
But he gives himself susceptible to taking straight on punches. So you know, Zhang's got the opportunity to drop him again. So I think the fight's still in the air, because I think even with Zhang being tired, you know, Zhang's still intentional about, you know, scoring. And so you see him parrying, he's parrying his punches. You know, he's still boxing. He's managing himself for the bouts, but I think he stays in range. He's got a puncher's opportunity to drop him again.
Yeah.
Ajit's got to be aware that he's going to punch in bunch. He's going to punch in bursts. Like, he's going to look dormant. It's going to look like you just hitting him, and all of a sudden he's going to let his hands go, and he's going to be dangerous when he lets his hands go. So he got to be conscious of the pace. He's got to be aware of the pace and understand that this guy is going to be dangerous at spurts in the fight, in the round, in spurts. But for the most part, he's able to control it. As long as he's able to evade those spurts and do what he's doing right here, he's going to win comfortably. And like I said, guys, don't be shocked if you don't see Zhang Zhang take a knee in this fight. It might stop him, man. He's really beating on him. There he is. There he is. He hurt him. You see? He hurt him. He hurt him. Standing 8 count. And as he's trying to get air, walking around, he's feeling that campaign to the body. There he is, back on him. What? There he is in them spurts. Those spurts I was talking about.
Dang.
There come the spurts. Those are spurts I was talking about there, right there. But Ajit is not going to let his foot off the gas, keeping that high guard.
This is not what I expected. I did not think Caballero could get a 10-8 over Zhang.
It's not over yet. There's still a whole 1 minute and 40 seconds in this round. And
look, if you see letting his hands go, Zhang is trying to get the generalship back in him. Like, no, we're going this way. we're going this way. But Jeek's like, no, brother, that's not part of my game plan. I'm trying to go the other way. And I see you throwing the punches, but I'm going this way. We're going this way. Let's go. We're going this way. Zhang
Oh, he hurt him. He hurt Zhang with a right.
Low blow.
The low blow, but the ref ain't call it. Let's go.
Call it.
Boom. Back to the body. Beautiful straight shot by Zhang. Over the top, under the middle.
To the body.
Zhang holding on for dear life as the ref separates him. Zhang is breathing 100% through his mouth right now. Back to the body. Overhand right by G. Caballel. Zhang, no mas, up, body. Let's go. Back down to the ground as Zhang takes a knee. Zhang takes a knee, 6th round, trying to get it together. 7.
It might be over. It might be over.
9. It's over.
Oh my God.
It's over.
Zhang gets stopped in the 6th round. Ajit Caballel lets you know I'm investing in the body. You're going to have to deal with this. This is a problem. Ajit Caballel's body campaign in the heavyweight division is absolutely changing the whole game right now for the heavyweights. He's a problem for anybody he gets in the ring with. Bottom line. Problem for anybody he gets in the ring with. ETB, where you at, my guy? Come on, man.
Come on, man. That was a great fight. That was a great fight, man.
ETB, hit the link, brother. Hit the link and come give me my flowers, brother. Come on, Keon. I want my flowers. Can I have some flowers? Keon. Come on, man. Come up here and give me my flowers. I deserve them. What you guys think about the fight, guys? Speak on it. Somebody speak on it. I'm over here.
Real quick. I'll do real quick because I was kind of in and out. But Caballel, man, showed up to fight, man. First round, he was, seeing what Zhang got for him. Second round, he turned up, and then he didn't turn it off. And he got, and then he took the knockdown and got up. Strong boxing mentality. And he got up and got back to it and just kept doing his strategy, mixing it up, head shots, body shots, but he really attacked that body. And as we can see, he was soft in the middle, man. And it really showed up in this 6th round when he got the knockdown, when he got the knockout.
100%, man. 100%. What'd you think? Are you shocked, Fight Sports? You sound like you're kind of shocked. What do we think about a G. Caballel in the heavyweight division? I know, Keon, but I want to hear your voice. I want you to hit the link and be like, damn, Clay, I'm gonna give it to you, man. You seen it.
I'm shocked that he was able
to. Fool. I already done told you already, boy. Go ahead, calm your ass down, brother. Go ahead, man.
I'm shocked that he was able to stop him. I picked Caballel to win, but I just didn't think he was going to be able to stop Zhang. But man, he is very quickly becoming one of the most dangerous guys in the division. Like I said, he used to be boring against journeymen. Now he's freaking stopping the most feared guys and some of the biggest punches. So hats off to him. Caballel he's going to be a serious threat. I don't care anybody who holds a belt. And yeah, Zhang would have quit in that fight if it went another round. So hats off to Caballel.
Usyk in the ring, handing him that interim, handing him that WBC title. Usyk in the ring with him. I don't know if that means anything, but listen, man, this kid has man, I love, and let me tell you, when you see this fight, guys, ladies and gentlemen, when you're watching this fight, understand that this is what it's all about. This is what Turki Al-Sheikh brings to the space. You never hear about this guy without a Riyahd season platform, without a Turki Al-Sheikh pushing these fighters forward, showcasing these fighters, giving them an opportunity. You never hear about a Martin Bacoli. You never find out about a Ajit Caballel. You don't hear about these fighters without this platform. That's what he brings to the table. Shout out to Mello with the $2 holla in the building saying, that boy Clay on a roll.
Clay, can I just add something to what you said?
Yes, sir.
The reason why, and this is just another reason on top of many, that we're all so grateful that Turki Al-Sheikh is who he is because he's not the type of guy who's just giving money to the big names. He's giving guys who most promoters would say, oh, nobody knows who he is. Nobody cares about him. The dangerous guys who, again, get shunned because they're not big names and they don't have big platforms. He's giving them opportunities to shine, like Martin Bacoli, Ajit Caballel, and therefore literally nobody in boxing is getting overlooked, and that is so rare.
Yeah.
Like nobody's getting the Aaron Pryor treatment. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Yes, sir, man. You're 100% right, man. I mean, it's a beautiful thing, man. And this is what you watch. This is what boxing fans. This is what gets you so excited about a Turkey Al-Sheikh in the game. Not him personally, like Turkey, but a Turkey Al-Sheikh, right? A boxing enthusiast with unlimited resources that wants to make boxing great again. This, if you're a boxing fan, should make you excited because possibilities, things that you didn't see coming are going to come now. He's going to answer the call. You know, you got David Benavidez sitting outside the ring. You got Anthony Joshua sitting outside of the ring, right? Daniel Dubois in the building. You got Alexander Usyk in the ring, handing him the belt. You're seeing boxing on multiple levels being moved. And if you're a boxing fan, it's exciting right now.
And I want to jump in on that. And they're fully invested in the sport of boxing. And I just want to say, like, look, they got all of here. And, you know, they kind of preluded to it when they did the Ring magazine and they had everybody show up, all the boxers show up, right, from all over the world. And so they got them here. They got big event. And then I just love how they're investing in the sport. And I do want to give a shout out to the Undisputed, you know, even though there's a hell of bugs in the game and, you know, they trying to figure it out. But that investment into the game as well is going to continue to perpetuate the sport when they figure it out. Because when they figure it out and they got like 300 boxers that they ultimately going to have in the game, then then hopefully they'll get some updates. They'll update it like Madden or something, you know, every 6 months or every year to reflect, you know, these active fighter stats and even the old school fighters as well. You know, there's going to be more interest in the sport of boxing. I think there's going to be more interest now because they're really putting on good fights and affordable fights. I think that price point for $25 is going to bring more eyes to the sport because I think pay-per-view, I think they was pricing themselves out with those $80 pay-per-views. So if
Let's
Turkey
talk
can keep
about
the
it.
price down for the PPV, then people are actually be watching it more live. And so we'll get way more interest in it and excitement, especially if you're putting together, you know, cards like this. Like this was a great card. So just imagine if they try to, you know, if they do another card and it ain't necessarily got to be this great, but as long as it's just competitive fights, mandatory fights, top ranked opponents fighting, then yeah, man, we're in for a good look for boxing in the future.
100%, man. I mean, and that's what the whole idea is, you know what I mean? Boxing fans nowadays, you know, people get territorial about the sport, right? Like, you know, America, we've been very territorial about boxing for the past 10, 20 years, right? Like, it's like, if you're not fighting over here, you're not fighting anybody for real. You're not, you know what I mean? We dominated for such a long time. And I think the boxing space here in America, especially with like the, you know, the PBC fans and, you know, the urban communities kind of have a little nerve-wracked. They a little nerve-wracked about this movement, right? Because they feel like they're losing a grasp on the sport. But, you know, a lot of these guys need to be given an awakening, right? That boxing has always been an international sport, world championship boxing. So this doesn't mean boxing goes away from America, but I'm going to tell you, when you see an Abdullah Mason getting interviewed yesterday in Riyadh, and you see how excited he is about potentially being on some cards. This is an opportunity. Look at the Grand Prix that they're about to put together. The WBC is working the Riyadh season to put together. 128 prospect fighters under the age of 26 with less than 10 professional fights competing in a tournament. I don't know how many rounds the tournament's going to be. They're getting paid. They're getting showcased on a big stage. He's bringing in and ushering the new talent
gracious.
now.
Clay, if they pull that off,
they're doing it. It's already going down in April. 128. You got 3 weight classes. You got the lightweight, the junior welterweight, the middleweight, and the heavyweight division. 32 fighters in each division. All prospects under the age of 26 with less than 10 pro fights each one. What do you want?
And they're gonna come out the gauntlet. Nice. Oh,
and
my
they're gonna
God,
be
that's
super
gonna be
motivated.
beautiful.
Come on, man. You gotta be excited.
Definitely.
If you're a boxing fan, you got a lot of stuff coming your way. And why get in the way in that? What's the alternative, right? Lack of activity for these fighters, lack of big fights for what? Just to be able to say America owns boxing? No, thank you. I'll take this.
But no, but
day.
I think American boxing is going benefit from this because, like they said, because American boxers become international as well. And you know, I think you know with the marketing and with the apparatus and you know with the TV contracts and whatever, you know, endorsements and all of that, I think it actually helps American boxing. You know, I think it goes both ways. I think it showcases international, but you know, there's going to be opportunities for these guys in America to really showcase their skills on a world level. Because I mean, they've been limited to, you know, like we got Top Rank, and America's limited to their fan base, right? You know, there's a few boxers that stick out. You know, there's the Tank, really. You know, when we talk about the money, but then you know, you got
Oh,
other American
guys, it's
boxers.
the fight.
Here we go.
It's the fight. Oh, I didn't know it was this one coming up next.
the
I thought they were
one.
gonna put
This
this
is the-
out. Wow, it's the fight.
I got
I didn't know
Madrimov.
it was gonna be. I didn't know there was gonna be this one. I'm bugging. I'm bugging. I didn't know it was gonna be this one next. I thought they were gonna pull out the Piccoli and the Parker. Woo!
Yeah.
This might be
I
the
got
fight we've been
Madrimov.
waiting on all night.
I got Madrimov.
I got Madrimov too, man. I told you guys, hey guys, I want to just go ahead and say again, we're going into this fight. Remember what I told you about the intangibles, man. The intangibles is both these guys coming off the most competitive fights of their career. Ismail Madrimov fighting Terrence Crawford, Virgil Ortiz fighting Serhii Bahachuk. These fights change people. Who are these guys in the ring tonight? We might not even recognize them. But I'll tell you what, Ismail Madrimov has every reason to believe that he did something great against Terrence Crawford. Virgil Ortiz more so had holes to patch. It's called adjustments. Who's going to make the adjustments? When you look at Ismail Madrimov, you're looking at somebody who has shown you he has wrinkles to his game. When it comes to Virgil Ortiz, not quite yet. But tonight, let's see if he shows us. Let's see if he shows us tonight the adjustments. The adjustments. We know you got the power. We know you got the power. We know you're going to come forward. We know you got the heart. We know you got the grit. But are you a problem solver? Virgil Ortiz, can you be a cerebral fighter tonight with an Ismail Madrimov who's going to give you many looks, who's going to lose some rounds, but adjust in the next round and change the look? What are you going to do? Are you just going to keep on pressing with what you do, or are you going to adjust yourself and show the 154-pound division that you're not only are you a heart, flat-footed power puncher, but you're also a cerebral fighter? That's the total package. That's the questions we're looking to get answered tonight. That's the boxes we're looking to get checked to find out about both these fighters. Let's see what you're made of.
Can I say this? Madrimov looks like he's having the time of his life, and the fight hasn't even started yet.
Did you see it?
Good energy.
He looked like he was about to do a cartwheel, right?
He's
Yeah,
active
good
like
energy.
that.
Hey,
With
good
his-
energy,
his-
man. And
Man, listen, man, he's a great fighter.
Hey, you guys build for 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead, Fight
yeah.
Sports Talk. I'll
For sure.
take your lead. But you, like you were saying, he looked good. I really like Madrimov because I really watched his tape, and then, you know, he got good head movement. He boxes, he switches stance. And even when he fought Bud, he gave him a look that wasn't on tape. That's what I loved about the effort that he put in to try to fight Bud. You know, even though he lost, he got edged out. And so I'm really interested to see, you know, what does he look like coming in here fighting Virgil Ortiz? Is he's gonna go with his normal, how he's been fighting before, or is he gonna try to give him a new look and there's something that's not on tape for Virgil Ortiz? So that's what I'm interested in seeing with Madrimov.
yeah, I've been picking Madrimov to win since the fight was announced, and I've said the whole time it's going to be competitive because Ortiz brings drama, he brings action, and he's dangerous. But he just gets hit a lot. And Madrimov, I thought he lost to Crawford fair and square. I don't think. the
Yeah, I
judges
think it
got
was
it
clear. I
wrong.
watched it several times, so I agree with you. He clearly lost to Bud,
Yeah.
but it was good. It was a good fight.
But by saying that, I thought it was a clear 7 rounds to 5. Similar to how I felt about Loma Haney, except I thought Loma should have won. But Madrimov, what I was amazed again. I thought he lost, but fair and square. But I was amazed he actually had success boxing Bud Crawford. I mean, who does that?
But
You know,
but he's a boxer though. That's the thing though. See, we looked at Madrimov and it was like he was 10-0-1 coming into the fight, right? And so they didn't really give him a lot of credit. But if you watch his tape, he boxes. And
Guys.
he boxes in both stances.
Guys,
well, I know.
but I forgot. I got to head over to Blue Blood. Let me see if I can open them both at the same time. But I'm over here. I got Blue Blood at 2 o'clock. I'm supposed to be, so Blue's ready for me. I don't know. It's about that time.
Man, go
Yeah,
ahead and do your thing, man. We appreciate you for letting us join in with you, Clay. I know y'all about to cook over there.
No doubt, brother. We about to cook over there. Come on over. I appreciate everybody who came out. Listen, don't forget to hit the like buttons on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, man. We're taking it over to Blue Blood for this main card event. It's about that time, man. Salute to everybody who showed up, man. I think I'm gonna do an after party when the fight is all said and done. So look out for the thumbnail. Thanks again, guys. I'm gonna holla.
All right, brother. Later.